in the replays, in the broadcast.
Not just the speed, but also the utility, Vivid. It is definitely a must-have.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and equip that thing, right? Hold it out. You're going to have increased running speed. You're going to be able to avoid fall damage, and you're also going to be able to jump higher. It's kind of like that item that separates this season from others for sure. So if there's one of these that are going to be on the ground or available to our players, they're definitely going to go ahead and pick it up. But instantly, these professional players, they get so good with these weapons like Cole does right there. He's able to kind of min-max.
What's up, Slayer? What's up, Elias?
Appreciate it, Prime Man.
Like whipping it, jumping higher, getting some sneaky shots.
Yeah, 9 minutes? No. Replay is only on a 4-minute delay.
It is
30 seconds range, chat.
item and piece of mobility we've seen in a while. And the fact that you can just like home run someone out into the storm or just off of a building or away from you is awesome. Now we are moments away from starting off the competition here, Major number 2. I want to get your guys' thoughts. What are you hoping to see in the 5 games we have ahead of us?
Oh gosh, there's so much to say, especially when you have a team like PETERBOT that's going to be going up against the rest of the competition. I want to see people putting up a fight. I don't know if they're going to walk away with the first win, but they might, Vivid.
Yeah, I mean, listen, regardless of who ends up qualifying through victory royales or
I don't know whether P's going to try and sell the first game. We'll see, bro. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see.
Games of Fortnite.
Let's go, Vivid. That's what I like to hear. With that being said,
Hey, aim with the Prime.
it is that time.
With my bots up.
Kick off the competition.
Oh yeah, they're up now. I was just checking.
Short and sweet. 5 games is all it takes. Victory royales, of course. The punch.
Does King Pete win game 1, chat? I don't know.
No, it's definitely going to heat up
Thinking
really
about
quick.
wacky?
Those first couple of games, some teams might use them as a little bit of a feeler game, but as those opportunities run out, I'm going to see the pressure get to a lot of the teams, especially if they're not in contention of that consistency leaderboard, leaving only a win-and-in situation. Luckily, you said there's 5 games, there's 2 different chances, so
This is going to be good, bro. I'm excited for this, man.
Teams to really make up a point deficit.
And then we, of course, know that when a team wins, they go on. So the dynamic can change round to round.
By
If we
Pete
look back to
Toss,
Major League, we saw a lot of that in the group
the
stages
logic
leading up
normally
to
is you don't want to qual straight away so you can lock down your drop spot and don't let anyone else take it and qualify. But when there's 2 other groups where people can go the drop, if Pete throws, it's because he's just bored and he wants to keep playing, basically.
No,
There's not
Grants
really
is not
strategically
next
a
week.
reason,
It's the
no.
week after next
It
week.
used to be strategically a reason.
It's the last
there
week of
wasn't
the
groups
season.
when it was just auto quals. But now with 3 groups, no, it's just
Next
because
week
Pete's
is
just
2 more
fucking-
heats.
He just throws for the fun.
Game 1. Oh my gosh.
Of a lot of these lobbies is changing up
Let's
your
get it,
drop spots.
baby.
I was trying to look like a draft
Game
map
1 of 5,
yesterday,
tag. Game 1 of
trying to figure
5.
out where these teams will drop. I woke up today, a few different changes already. So I
Hey,
expect
Prince,
to see
Chris
that
Darcy,
throughout the
Lane,
day.
Curtis,
As the
welcome in,
lobby
chat. Let's go,
adapts,
baby.
maybe one team goes over to Crime City, maybe 2.
Ooh,
And
with
as the lobby
double con to
progresses,
Mass Meadows. Okay, this is supposed to be a triple con, wasn't it, I think?
which gives a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, we didn't really highlight too much about what types of battles are going to be going on in the early game. Of course, the focus is, designed around what teams are the big names to look out for, right? The dynamic as we start to set this.
Oh
Oh
my
my god, is
God.
this 3 teams at Demon's Dojo? There's 2 teams on Dojo and 1 on the river. What is happening? PETERBOT just killed visuals. Pete goes down a mini shed. Hello?
Wait.
Wait.
PETERBOT dead.
Pete just got knocked and finished.
Wait, Cold
Cole
dead.
just died to mini shed.
Wait, Cold's dead.
A big battle. You thought it was going to be uncontested, but visuals.
Yo, broadcast, can we,
I think this is a chip on their shoulder.
Wait, they're landing at the Dilbit server room. Wait. Yo, Braids, mini shed, and visuals don't want to give it up. Now the train's just rolling on through. Damn.
Wait.
Oh, I don't know about this.
And all of a sudden now they have
Oh, this could be really, really bad for Braids. We'll see. We'll
What
see.
does this mean for the overall
Oh,
competition?
boy.
I mean, at this point, I think they're just getting started.
Hey, Boots
right
found
here,
biddies?
so, hey,
Oh, boy.
There's always mix-ups. You never really know.
Yeah, and I only saw 2.
So is Ritual still
eliminations
alive?
fully
Richie's still
cleaned
up.
So there might be hope. I think Ritual might have been able to stay alive, so it's really going to be up to him to keep their
The only
game
problem is, if you
one
guys didn't
intact.
see it,
But
literally
back on
like
over to
3
Visuals,
Div 1
something that
finals
you
ago,
pointed out. That
Visuals
third
tried to get some
team
surge on
managed to get
PETERBOT,
towards
so
the
Pete
north
spent the
around
next
mountain
3
area
games
of
killing him in
Game
mid-game
Zone.
every
So they
single
got
game, just
directly
chasing him
in
across
that
the
fight,
map. So
but eventually, 'cause there is not a
we'll
lot
see
of
whether
loot
this
over
plays
there,
out
it takes
for
a lot of
in
time to
Visuals' favor.
gather it.
We'll see.
They will end up moving towards the south, which I do think I see a 4th team over on that side of
And
things.
JP, I think captain.
Crazy work right here.
Richie got a clutch, bro.
Demon
Richie got a
Dojo.
clutch.
Wonderful draw spot. Not sure if there's enough loot there for 4 teams, though. That'll really spread things thin. But hey, teams are getting eliminated pretty quickly now.
We'll see, man. We'll
The
see.
first full team wipe you can see. taking
Visual
its
wants the
effect
smoke. I
inside
mean, hey, this is what kids
of the,
always say. Like, why do
count there
people not
for
let Pete
overall
take all their
spots.
loot? Well,
Here's the thing, though.
they're
The
trying to not let
twice
Pete take their
game
loot.
one
Let's see if it works for him.
trends to be the most stacked, but something about the pacing so far seems to be keeping these teams.
Why is Pete
very
trolling?
much on edge
They
here
just
as
got
they're
beat.
going straight
They're trying to take more
Oh,
loot
that
than
means
they
Pete's probably not going to win game 1 then. We'll see.
We've seen a new era, a new dawn of players coming out
But
of here
thing
for
is, he
NA.
can just get rebooted without the
I
cards.
feel like
So
for so long, I know we talked about PETERBOT, you have Kanata, you have Clix, you have both. You have so many hyper-aggressive players that get their points and their surge through eliminations. I think that's eventually going to catch on. Even a contested drop like
Brace seems solid. Oh, Brace seems solid, though. I'm just, yeah.
Sides of the POI. Eventually, because there is
We'll see, man. We'll see.
to break into, they will start to converge in that area.
We'll see how it plays out, man. I'm here for it for sure. It's definitely spicy. It's entertaining.
Might be G Money's team trying to third party.
Yeah, we saw Bryce there really looking to take an angle, possibly third party this fight going on right now for Playz, Vedix, and CR
There we
from the
go.
Wick. Seems like they've now even the score there.
Ritual's just here
Richie with
about
the solo clutch.
To Ritual, I'd assume he'd have to be farming for gold or something.
Yeah,
here,
get
right?
some gold to buy the
Possibly
reboots.
looking to,
No way they
situate
buff
himself
PETERBOT with
for
that
Bronze
reboot
to
change
get his
again,
team
bro.
back in the
Now
game,
he can
but
buy them back
this
in
is
it.
no easy task. As if Ritual didn't
Yup.
already have pressure.
There's no way he
Now
can buy
has
them
to
back.
save his whole squad.
And there he goes. He's bought their cards back, bro. This is so insane.
There it is.
Dude, if this groups was like 2 weeks ago, Pete's probably just fully done in game 1, but nope.
All to himself. You're talking about how much gold it actually is, but that's already
How close
They're
is
back.
Agers here?
That's the ones you're seeing just north of Crime City, probably looting up that black market. But this reboot,
Yep, they both come back, chat.
and that lets them know there might be some weak players
There it
that can
is.
potentially take
Well,
down.
Pete and Cold are back.
Gets tagged a couple times. But back into the action here. Hazards. Looking for a little
You guys wanted Aviv to beam him? Come on, Aviv, hit your shot, son.
Now looking to get back with his squad to go ahead and re-control.
We need the Kovacs on
things.
Jesus Christ.
Remember, this team already fought off, right? Fended off.
Yo, Nick,
their
thanks for coming to
drop, and
YouTube member,
this is
bro.
the
Thanks,
southern
homie.
Team, or I should say, sorry, the northern team rotating south here into Roars and Company. Very tough ask. Right, as you try to situate yourself here, then you get a team.
So this happened on NA this morning, on E this
They're
morning as well.
doing
Like
a
no
very
one
good
died
job
at the
so far
start.
playing the low ground, but
Oh, here we go. Creon coming from Pump Power. My Hispanic boys.
Starts to show up here. Noisy, Creo, and Tony. Here's a veteran trio trying to put their take on the matter.
Yeah, they heard all
I'll
those
be
loads
back.
going down. They were the ones I was talking about, a potential 4th team besides the 3 that landed in and around Demon's Dojo. They're able to loot up towards the outside, and they got a fair bit amount of loot, but
Nice,
the fight's
Wiggs.
already
Wait,
breaking
well
down.
played,
Creo's already
Wiggs.
get knocked instantly by Wiggs, and that puts the tides in their favor, but they're trying to do what
This is
they
one of my
can to
long-term
even the
subs here,
numbers, and
man.
Tony does just that, getting an elimination of his own, bringing it down to a 2v2, but I say that
Chat, I'm not watching
relatively
replays. This
loosely
is
because
what I'm
there's
watching all
still
day,
those
chat.
teams or those scattered players on the outsides. You can see them very clearly in the minimap.
Hey, look, Tony, Noisy, and Creo, this is a team that's been around the block, right? They know what's going on here. They know how to handle themselves in these types of settings. They seem to have the best loadout, the best
Spicy
offense
start, though,
success
man.
here.
Not the
We saw
Pete Runaway we
a
were
brief
thinking we
moment
might have.
Silence and Wiggs. I mean, between them two, barely had 10 shotgun bullets here. So this is a fight that cannot go on too much longer. Otherwise, they're just going to fizzle out. They're going to come up short. But
Bro, how many teams are going to step foot in Dojo? This is getting ridiculous.
A little bit more now. And they're starting to get their footing back in the game. Another trio rotating from the south, though, down into
Dude,
Demon's
another
Dojo.
team.
What is going on here? What a
52 of today's players trying to qualify for their first FNCS finals. That's crazy.
The lobbies have actually been getting. This is just
More than
game
half
one
the
of
players
Group 1, the
in this
first
lobby have never
stage
made a grands before.
of FNCS after getting this far after the play-ins, and we got Jeff, Skater, and High R, kind of relatively new trio to the mix, landing over towards Lone Wolf Lair, contested in this group, so it's not going to be easy. Just like we saw some of those fights on the other side of the map, this is one that if it does end up lasting a long time,
Oh, this is
teams
really
sticking as a
dragging
trio,
out.
they're separate
Jeez.
parts of the building,
This is still
that
going?
leaves the potential for not only those third parties to come in, but to set up around the black market. So teams that land towards Lone Wolf, that's going to be their step number 2 once they're able to get that ball. If in this
No
situation
way
they're
they
able to get
didn't
the ball.
they didn't action fake ages. No way we have ages in this group. Man, Epic really went from like actioning Ron's name to just like never actioning anyone's.
Lobbies with, of course, the type of players that we're looking at.
It's gonna be so confusing for casuals watching Ages and then being like, wait, why is Ages like, why is Ages not playing with Poyo? Like, oh my god.
Their material counts. They are desperate.
Poor
for a little
casuals,
bit
bro. They're gonna
more
be very
here.
confused.
See how far they can take this one here, as other teams are now starting to look inwards. Meanwhile, the recovery.
Oh, here we go. How we looking? How we looking? Oh, cool. So we're just stacked. Awesome. Love that for us. We've lost nothing. Great.
POI on the map
Double
right
green
now,
weapons. Pete's poor.
and defended by by the hands of PETERBOT
These
right
tops?
now. They need these tags, right? They're very far behind.
Yeah, I can't imagine them having much surge to their names because it was both PETERBOT and Cold that were in the fights that got taken down. Ritual was the one.
Bro,
moving up
only
Crime
6
City
splashes,
away from
3
his teammates,
bigs.
so
Bro, he's so
likely
poor,
not
man.
a
It's
lot of
over.
damage
Wrap it up.
there, but
Let's just
I
go
don't
game
think
2.
that takes away too far from their actual game plan because if you know and watch a lot of PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual as a team, they do rotate towards
That
the
stat
west,
is
the
crazy.
north, the south. They do fight deep in the zone, box to box, and that's how they usually get a lot of their storm surge. It's just how easy is it actually going to be no longer having that mythic Sentinel pump, so no more one-shot potential coming out of PETERBOT.
I can only imagine someone's first time watching competitive Fortnite, and you see someone like PETERBOT swinging that fast. That gold rush effect really changing the dynamic of the game. He was already
Wait,
quick
thank you,
with
Midi.
the
What's up,
builds and all
dude?
that good stuff before.
Hey, doing,
I
Midi?
can't
Thanks,
wait to see
51
how it
man.
plays out as the game starts
What's
to
up, chat? Appreciate
develop
y'all.
here.
I'm sorry I'm not going to be
We've seen
talking too much or
Bryson
too loudly
G.
today. My voice is
Put
still
a
very
lot of
much
emphasis on
recovering.
his team as one of the rising
I'll be good for group 2 and 3
trios
though.
on the region here. Now paired up with Bryce. I think Bryce is going to bring a lot of experience, a lot of veteranship to this squad here, and this is something that they can absolutely take advantage of right now. I'm curious though, I don't know the dynamic of who's the shot caller.
Bryce,
Would it be
definitely Bryce.
as he's
Yeah,
filling
definitely
the
Bryce,
shoes of
yeah.
Kanata, right? Because Kanata
Most definitely Bryce.
specifically mentioned, hey, you know, I can't worry about trying to improve myself while leading, you know, a team, right? It seems
Wait,
like he wants
Clix is
to
in
kind
this group?
take a step back from being the
Oh.
leader of the
I was
squad.
like,
So
is Clix
I
in
am
this
curious.
group?
Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of those kind of questions
This is
answered
not
throughout the course
Higgs.
of the day as we tune in.
Chat, this is
to
fake
Zach,
Higgs as well.
and
It's
Sobsy, don't get
the nightmare in
confused
NA with the
with
teams now.
Sobsy.
Yeah.
Just trying to get some damage.
He called with the
just
Prime.
west of Flooded Frogs. And if you looked at the drop map, obviously things can change before game 1.
Ooh,
after
Pete,
game
wait
1.
a
He's
second.
around
Wait,
this
PETERBOT's
area.
getting put
Flooded
down.
Frogs, a little bit towards the west, a little bit towards the
He
south.
called Ritual
Had the
fighting
most
someone.
contested fights that had the most congestion overall. But back on over to Crime City. Somebody's trying to enter
Pete
in,
Wash?
scraps, but they run into
This is
PETERBOT,
great
Ritual,
surge for
Cold.
Pete. This is
They
really
don't
good
see
surge for
very
Pete.
often how active they actually are, but since they got taken down
Oh,
early, that
get
puts
him
a stop
cold.
to their game plan, slowed them down just a little bit. But they're
Come
really
on. Come
gonna
on,
take all these
Mississippian percent.
opportunities and take these fights while they can, especially with the zone pulling further and further away, which means there's not many opportunities for third
For
parties,
what?
but there is one.
See how clean Cold was with it, cutting off the team there. Almost caught the double edit on Mississippi on the low ground there.
Oh, Pete's going to try and drop someone down with the gold rush effect.
That's what PETERBOT's doing as he ran through. Cones
How
out,
do
right,
we-
taking control? And just as I'm about to call the piece, he was way ahead of him. And this is what PETERBOT
Oh.
does best. He is
I thought
just
no
steps
way that
and
works on the
levels
drop
ahead of
down.
the competition.
Especially not on the 3rd floor.
Little mechanics like
Wow.
that really make a difference, and look at how quick
Bro,
Pete
they
almost
just
sold.
panicked. I'm not going to lie. This team definitely just panicked.
It's the first elimination. He's warming up. PETERBOT's coming online. Cold just off the
Like,
chase,
Pete's
and he
crazy, but,
chases
like, we cannot be getting dropped down there.
PETERBOT again, and that's the second elimination. Almost max mats outside the rarity of their
Well,
group. You would
oh,
almost
OG's
never be
coming
able
in.
to tell if
OG
they've gone
versus
down,
Pete.
but
Here we
Anthony
go.
Oliver's OG
Two
and
Titans.
Larson, that
A
third
battle of
party
the
team,
ages.
They heard the noise. But that's the thing. Do you really want a third party, a team like PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual, if they even know it's them?
They don't think it's Pete. I guarantee they don't think it's Pete because they don't have the medallion. I 100% will put anything on the fact that OG doesn't know this is Pete.
Take their hand at this, but look at the HP count. They seem a little bit desperate for a potential Cypher.
Pete
or
does
something
usually
like
have
that.
visual. Has
Oh, yeah,
anonymous
he
mode off
solos
though, and
his
they did
stuff.
just get kills. So maybe OG thinks it's Pete, but
A little bit. I'm hoping they at least came prepared, especially with how long they've actually been in the zone. But they're going to be the first to disengage.
because everyone in this lobby is just going to expect that Pete had the medallion, unless they were paying attention to the map and saw the train went past. Maybe.
Taking a senseless fight like this deep into the zone might not be the most fruitful, so they're going to make their way over to black market. And you're seeing just a quick replay. He sits down one player even while having to reload. His teammates drop him into the box. PETERBOT goes back to back, and he goes to shoot. Goes to show that
you
it's
Harvey with
not the
the T1?
loot
Thank you,
that
Baron.
makes the player. It's the player that makes the loot.
Yeah, the difference before that is when he walked into that low ground area, he was putting cones down. He was already, you know, again, 2 steps ahead of the
You didn't look that
The
laggy at all,
moment
actually,
he
Muzz.
broke that floor, bam, he made the
I didn't hear any pros complain about lag either, but
there. But let's jump in with Swappy, Slate, and Zemo here. So they've already lost a teammate. It seems like this is a huge setback for them right now, but you know, trying to get their
Pete has
footing
Anon
back in
on?
the competition. Now, this is a team that has won a game in a final setting before, so don't count them
Ooh,
out.
Shadow
just
Curve
yet.
Tile looking
They could
good.
be one of the
So
few
who
to go
got
and
trained
punch their
then?
way
So it
straight
went
to the
through
finals here
Crime
coming out
City.
of this group
Visuals didn't
stage.
get it.
For Shadow
Lone Wolf
Tyler
was
and
fighting.
Kirby
So did
also
Brutal Boxcars get it? Did
expect them
Edgy get
to show up once
trained?
again for another finals. They are
Wait, you telling me Edgy got
one of those
trained?
veteran
My
teams, of
boy.
course,
I'll be
showing
Edgy.
up here.
Oh my god, Wedgie,
Even
let's
said it
go.
best, I would say. He's been rooting for, you know, the likes of Shadow, Curve, Tyler, but specifically Shadow for a long time. I have as well. We've seen him grow so much as a player, and he's only continued to trend upwards. So this could be another break.
Is actually good metal in there? Is that metal good?
Up the overall standings here as a prominent player for NA.
Emilio with the prime?
Player from NA, Cease. I would like to see, is he one of
Mid?
the
I mean, I guess
oldest
it's metal,
players in
so it's
terms of
like
longevity
shit ton of on there.
still
Really? You don't
competing
see a
in
lot of
the
people
game?
fully farmed
The only
out.
part I
which
don't
is
watch
kinda
is
weird.
gambling.
He's kind of pairing himself up with some new and younger talent, Preston and Joe.
No,
And
I'm
they've
good.
actually been pretty well, pretty consistent watching C's perform. They're obviously not the most aggressive team out of the gates, but they play towards their
Watching
teamwork
something else
play
right now.
style. They get served,
Oh.
they slowly work their
C's
way
not
up
me
that
happy about
ladder.
that.
But shots like that is a little bit of that inexperience coming out because there's a
Oh,
team
there's
pops up
Edgy,
right
Chance,
next to
and
him in a
Scare.
surge tower. He's just simply trying to get a little bit more materials, but those materials
WIGL
you don't
Edgy.
necessarily need. He takes some damage, forced to race resources, but that's that learning experience.
Is Joe
right there
Batman
in
Joe?
action.
Yeah. Yeah, Batman Sin Joe.
Talk about teams that are
Yo, Murky with the prime?
He's 200. Oh my god.
right now.
Yeah,
Eyes
crazy
on the
in this game,
prize
Taddy. He's
here.
dropping on the
They have
bridge.
safe zone. They're looking to use that storm to their advantage right now, forcing a trio back in to rotate further.
All right,
and
bye,
further
Spooky.
around. Is very well executed for them. Things are going to settle here, but little plays like that allow you to claim that territory. Meanwhile, what is happening here?
Ooh.
Jace is
Ooh,
chasing
51
down
Cole.
the likes of champs here, and oh, the wall was
Not a
just
great edit.
ready for the taking here. Madden V jumps on in, the full aggro play here, the commitment, if you will, from this
Yo,
trio.
Tez, thanks for 5 gifted, homie.
Taxes was taxing.
Our pull for the likes of that trio, but Dev Stacks and Encrypted, one of the teams coming down to the pump power. We're going to be earlier to the catch here. Fully maxed Matt. Seems like things are going very well for this trio here. We've only had a brief moment where Storm Surge was warning the lobby to get active, but again, this is off to a very fast start, right? Traditionally, you'll see much more higher player count numbers, but doesn't seem like it's been too much of a problem for the majority of the teams here. Most have been committing to finishing the battles. If you're playing a more traditional strategy like Edgy is here, we talked about OGs, right? Like Cease. Edgy is definitely one of them, and he's taking that very standard approach, right? High ground, big
Bro,
storm
that's not
tower,
one ad,
right?
man.
And just
3
fishing for tags
minutes
here
of
with this
ad.
trio.
Yeah, this is almost like that very early strategy over towards Brutal Boxcars, especially when it's uncontested. You're able to spread out so far across the mountains. There's a lot of loot up there as well, including the Brutal Boxcars where you get your loot and your metal. So they really have not had to move far from this situation. But with most of the teams really not having to rotate, you see why they're struggling when it comes to Storm Surge. It's not a lot, only 18 below, still juggling those numbers. They have a lot of opportunity and targets down below, but they have to be careful as Edgy quickly becomes the target. Zone after zone, though, Monster. Since about Zone 3, Storm Surge has affecting a lot of the teams and really dictating some of their gameplay.
Yeah, look at this. Storm Surge now getting active. I might have spoken too soon, but look, Cease looking for the chop out from down low. This is a big power play for them. Luckily for the high ground team, they managed to get their footing, but not for long. The shots come out. Joe falls first. Cease severely damaged by another trio that sees what's going on here, and Edgy, Chance, and Scar somehow get their bearings put right back under them.
This is not good, though. Storm Surge is still active, about 7 seconds. Cease needs the hill. It's his only shot. Just too little, too late, though. He goes down. Preston follows. Full duo gets sent back to the lobby in game 1. And that one, that's going to hurt because it's not until top 17 you start even gaining placement points. So if you weren't able to get eliminations or any of that placement points just yet, you're really going to start to count those games because they're going to go pretty quick today.
It's a big no.
How lucky for Edgy, Chance,
Yeah,
and Scare that Cease's team actually needed the
Like,
surge.
God,
That was a
even
very
with
desperate play by them, but so did Edgy's team. They were the trio right above that line, riding the threshold ever so closely. So Look at this. When it all kicked off, they were actually below for a second there.
Fact that he wouldn't die and break his ankles when they chopped him out.
Really
What?
coming up the
No,
numbers
don't
here. Gets the
disrespect
final
that.
one. That's
Yo.
the surge, do the
Gotta
rest, and just like that, rewarded for his efforts.
Keep trying to qual for EU grains and
Just a lot of experience, honestly, for them just kind of not full aggressing into the box, even though they were below surge for a couple of seconds before that fight even happened. Minish, Braids, and Visuals, big fight off spawn. Those are the 2 eliminations they've had so far. And because of them getting those 2 eliminations, that actually opened up a lot of space in the early game where they're not going to run into the likes of PETERBOT and Cold early on. So they're able to dominate a lot of that early space, getting their surge towers, but another max pool coming out for everybody that's on this side of the lobby. You can see some still fighting deep into the zone.
Yeah, I love to see Ghost Splashes come out there for the rotate, but Oliver OG, Larson, and Npen, after a close call with PETERBOT's trio at Crime City, they get to the zone. They find themselves a refresher right on the edge of the next pull, and that's going to be wonderfully positioned for them now, as they'll have the extra mats to go ahead and secure this. Meanwhile, PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual already on the move here, also riding that damage from the trio fight at their drop spot. And this is interesting, right? Magic Moss is so many trees here, really clouding up the vision, if you will, for the majority. Notice there's no one committing big material here to look up and over these trees. Instead, basing around the outskirts. So this is going to really change the dynamic for a little bit. I'm curious to see where the zone's going to pull, if someone can even attempt to go for a high ground hold. It's going to be difficult to find tags at that point, but on the other side, seems like Chimp and team already getting into the action.
Yeah, this is one of those teams, they land all the way towards the west, Outlaws, Oasis, sometimes even further down, depending on who else is in the lobby. Aviv, Skittles, and Chimp, 232 above the damage threshold. This is a team, if I feel like they're going to make it in to the FNCS finals through this group, I feel like it is going to be mostly through consistency, but they found a slower rotation of the zone. You see how many teams they've separated and pushed farther and further away, so they don't have to take fights like this. But Larson, Npen, Oliver OG, another new trio to this group, making it this far, only 109 above that damage threshold.
Or why are we watching randoms?
Very proactive, because they don't
I
want
guess
to be one of
Oliver
the teams
OG's
that's
a
below
random.
the threshold, forced to
Alright, let me
rotate
pull
through
up
these
Aussie again.
even further down, depending on who else is in the lobby.
I mean, there's a
Let's see how
bunch of
that plays
randoms
out.
ever since they made NA West and NA Central split.
To the FNCS finals through this
I mean,
group,
top
I feel like it's
99,
gonna
there's
be
gonna be
mostly
so
through
many
consistency, but they found a
randoms.
slower rotation of the zone. You see how many teams they've separated and pushed farther and further
Oh,
away,
I'm
so
not
they
the
don't
one
have to take
spectating.
fights like this. But Larson,
I mean,
Npen,
Oliver OG's not a
OG,
random.
another new trio to this group, making it
Ooh,
this
Donnie
far,
versus
only
OG. This is two good
109
teams.
above that damage threshold. They're trying to be very, very proactive because they don't want to be one of the teams that's below the threshold, forced to rotate through these merging zones where they don't really have too much control over their rotations.
Early use of the Chug Jug there to go on and put Larson right back off into some decent health territory for this final.
Recon Ritual
rotate
right
here.
there in the
They're
middle.
gonna need a refresh
Vert.
here shortly.
Oh, who's getting hit by Surge?
Surge once again now.
Oh, bad pull for
Raising
Edgy.
damage across the lobby. Meanwhile, Edgy, Chance, and Scare got a long way to go, and they're tagging players in the distance as opposed to
Any
making
danger
a
with the
rotate
Prime?
where all everyone else is, and it's time to get going.
Ooh, Chance has the mythic Sentinel pump. That means he had to have got it or snatched it out of somebody's hand. I didn't really see Visual Braids or a Minish go down, so that's a big grab for them to be able to get.
Chance
and you
is
can
stacked.
see the opportunity, the risk they've taken up into this with 3 eliminations, how much it's bolstered their loadout. But while everybody's rotating on the low ground, there's one team emerging.
Oh, poor
While
OG,
everybody
man.
else is- Oh, no,
Oh,
it had
poor
to be
N10,
N10.
bro. No, OG, hold it down, son. Hold it down.
OG is next. Throughout the game, seeing them, I had such nice thoughts.
Ooh,
thinking about
Taki
them
on the high ground. Here we go.
consistency.
This team was
Unfortunately,
supposed to be con, now uncon. This
Feels bad because
is definitely a team that could 100% win this game.
Now, it's just unavoidable in these types of games. Well, let's not forget what's on the line here. It's a ride.
Didn't Joshua sell like a 1v3 last Heats to Donnie and not qual grants?
In this round, we talked about if whether or not Magic Mosses was gonna be even worth building up this high.
Hey, tag?
As you can see, things are starting to get leveled out. PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual taking a much different approach here, saying, you know what, we're content with this low ground. We're gonna play down here.
Ooh, nice
wait for these
rotate.
refreshers here. And they have so much mats to work with right here. Big 4 eliminations, leading at the front side of zone. Jacob, I mean, it's just textbook right now.
Yeah, this is looking like a recipe for success. Even with Ishao, Taki, and Vert on the
Ooh,
high
Creon
ground,
goes down.
this is
Hispanic
almost even
boys.
giving me a feeling of deja vu. Different trio. They had NPen on their team, but this is almost a very, very similar situation. It was a battle on high ground.
Oh yeah,
The
Visuals team
defense
could
took
win
them
this,
down.
and like
They
they're
missed
gonna
the
need to,
finals.
man.
Visuals Aminish, they're getting sprayed. Target on the other side. Even pre-edits trying to come in, but they're able to hold on to their place. Not really let those players advance into their
Minish and Brace
Top
visually make the
11.
most out of this game.
Aminish, 2 empty slots, no extra heals. The big thing for them though is that storm surge, 554 above the damage threshold. This means they have
Wait,
to
PETERBOT
solely
and
focus on
Cold.
their
Cold
rotations.
weak.
Yeah, that was the last of their heals right there. This is a very desperate end game now starting to take place. Noticing Cold's team takes a little bit of damage here for jumping in.
Bro,
onto
Cold is
Cali.
just trying to get in, man.
The finish is there.
Oh, nice, Cold. 7 elims.
Big come-ups for Cold there. But all right,
Bro, what is happening
Easy
over
on
here?
second height. Let's go.
give us the overall visual, if you will, of this game here. 7 eliminations now for PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual. PETERBOT facing the damage.
Oh, it's gonna be Pete versus Visuals on the low ground. No. Oh no.
Here it is, breaking on in through the walls.
And Visuals is not looking too healthy. Oh, fuck no. Well. Oh, Pete's gonna be really happy if you can see the names.
They're just working beautifully
Well,
in unison here on the low ground.
looks like they're gonna have to thug it out the next 4 games on Spawn against Pete.
On the high ground, though, no contestation so
It's gonna be a fun one.
team. They're starting to run low on the material count. I'm not sure if they're gonna have what it takes, Jacob, to ride it through to the end if they don't find it.
Oh, Edgy! Oh my god, Wedgie takes down Pete. That's my point. Oh my god, W Wedgie.
But nobody's had a chance. There might be one on the side, Sigma, Desi over there, but they're the ones that are getting
Wait, we have to give up Pete. Oh my god, Edgy actually got him killed. Edgy's the counter. Who would have known?
Going to become the targets as Taki gets the elimination. Runs to the backside of zone.
Wait, they just killed. Wait, they just killed Cold as well. What the fuck?
It's up to
Oh my god.
as a solo.
Amps the counter.
Cost him a couple mats here, but hey, he's got control of this low ground layer. Can Ritual pull through in the end here? This is a very difficult.
Solid clutch for Richie. Come on, Richie. This is your chance, bro.
Full victory solo dolo, but nonetheless, the points are starting to rack up here as he's still remaining in the game.
Yo, Richie, who we feeling like? Richie, I'm loving it, but like, bruh, I don't know if that was the play. I'm loving the confidence, but
Just went for everything. He just went for it all, trying to move up, but he finally gets taken down.
oh, Death's going for it though. Damn, Death takes the high ground.
Some of them are stuck as duos. Some of them are stuck as
Come on, Death.
solos, as Encrypted just gets
What
chopped
the
down to a
fuck is
sliver of
going on up
HP.
here?
Death goes down altogether. Stacks is the only one here, and he's got overtaken by high ground. Vert said, nah. You may have taken it for a moment, but this throne is ours. But he gets kneecapped to the tree.
Stacks, what is going on high ground, bro? What is this shit show?
Who's even gonna win this game?
Zone to fight this, bro. What is going on? Is Aviv gonna get the free win? Aviv gets the free win. It's Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ wins. Wait, they just win. Aviv just got delivered the freest fucking win in the history of Fortnite.
I guess Aviv, Chimp,
Maybe?
and I think
Or-
Skittles.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely yes. There's no way they lose this.
Aviv, Chimp, and Skittles win game number 1. Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ to grands, baby. Jesus Christ to grands. Oh my god, Age just made it through in group one.
For Skittles, Chimp,
Oh
and
my
Aviv. I
god.
thought it was consistency.
Well.
They want to have the rest of the day off, Monster. They get to watch
All right,
the
chat.
rest of group
We're gonna
one
make the
go
we
by.
gotta make the first
They
V-Buck
want
giveaway
the
cheese.
popcorn.
If you guys want to win some V-Bucks, type the word cheese in chat.
All right, that's a good team that's in grand.
CHEESE cheese. Oh, big
I'll be right
cheese,
back. 'Cause I'm
baby.
still watching something
The
else.
big cheese, our first team in grands. So chat, if you guys haven't done my V-Buck giveaways before, we're doing them after every set lobby game for the rest of FNCS, which is like, at this point, I did the math today. I can't remember how many it is. It's a lot of fucking giveaways though. So you type the word in chat. It's a Nightbot giveaway. Everyone has the same chance of winning. Once you type it in once, you're entered. You don't have to type it in multiple times. We draw the winners and then we DM you the code on Twitch. So super easy. Super easy. No emails, no logins, no weird shit. Just you get DM the code. Nice and easy.
It did, MDF, and I gotta say, this game felt very.
All right, we're running the new prediction
chaotic
chat. We're
to
taking
kinda
Aviv
kick
off it.
The competition. I mean, to see someone like PETERBOT and kind of
The Almond, Skeeter, Guacamole Man, Rod Punk, Bob, Heck, Minty, Ecliptic, Danger Course, Luke. Thanks for subs, chat. If I miss any subs, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the follows and the subs. And the subs on YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
And this is a trio we had no doubt, or at least I didn't have any doubt in my mind that they were going to be making
Oh, yeah.
it
This is a
into
top
the
5 team
major
for sure.
Finals of Eve, Skittles,
We're
and
one off,
Chim.
chat, but
They
we got
are
one off the board. Let's
most
go,
veteran
baby.
trio that we have here. 47 finals appearances out of the 3
Wait,
of them.
did I
And
take them off?
honestly, It just
Am I
looked like it
blind?
was kind of a normal day for
Did
them.
I?
Vivid on
No,
the
there we go. I was
low
about to
ground
say,
there
there's no way I
alone.
took them
Everyone
off.
else
I was
could
like,
kind of
what?
destroy each other on height while they just had an easy breezy way in.
That's gonna be one of those classics, right, for Fortnite. Everybody kind of going up, fighting over the high ground, and then there's that full health.
All right, 10 more seconds, chat. We'll call the cheese giveaway.
You guys have done all the work for us. Oh, thanks. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and go to the finals for this major right here. But yeah, I mean, Chim, Skittles, Aviv, so much experience.
Really
under
appreciate y'all,
their
chat.
belt.
Thank you for tuning
No
in.
surprise to see them go
Sorry, my
there.
voice is a little bit fucked today, but I really appreciate the vibes. Thank you, thank you.
That does mean that we do have a POI opening up on that west side of the map. With it being the group stages, there is just only so much that we can predict because these trios
Chip
kinda
reaction on
change
Twitter. Let's
things
go.
up as the games do
One
go
sec.
on. Now moving from 33 trios now to 32 trios.
This is going to be
As, of
very,
course,
very
we do have
spicy now,
Chip's
though.
Trio already punching their ticket into the finals.
Yeah, that's gotta feel really good just to get it out of
Are
the
you sure?
way,
I
and
can't see
now
it from Chim.
That's it for
Who
everyone else.
uploaded it?
Right, with only 4 games left to go, we need a victory royale, or we need to make sure we end the day in the top 5 of placements.
Oh, let me pull
here
up
we
the
go.
leaderboard.
For now,
Wait,
though,
Chip did upload it.
we're
Wait,
gonna
why couldn't I see it? Did I go? Does Chip have an old Twitter or something?
Oh my god, just piece every fucking N-word in.
Go up!
And this one, definitely this one. And
Oh.
they all have great drivers. It's win. Like win a lot.
Okay.
Well, Fortnite being Fortnite.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Now Taxes is having a TurboTax expert who does your taxes from start to finish. While you check in anytime. And get the most money back on your time. Now this is Taxes.
Hey, it's your dry skin. I need to seal in moisture. CeraVe hydrates up to 10 layers deep and delivers 3 essential ceramides, helping strengthen my barrier so I can defend against daily aggressors and lock in 24-hour hydration. CeraVe facial moisturizing lotions.
Yeah. I mean, I'll lock in after this race is done.
I don't know about y'all, but I was jamming to that track there. That was a good one. It was a good one. Welcome back to the FNCS. We got done with game number 1, but we still have 4 games left to go. Let's talk about game number 1. It was chaotic. All right, let's just start with PETERBOT and his trio, right? To kind of set the tone of this is not what we expected, right? We kind of expected them to kind of just come out and maybe win game number 1, Kelly, and then to see them in the situation they were with the loadouts that they had, and then finally to be left Ritual by himself. Tough.
First of all, at the start of the show, I said that they might not win game 1, so don't throw my hat into the ring of thinking that this is how things were going to go. I predicted this no, not exactly, but Ritual coming out with the clutch there. Of course, we got the reboot coming out for both Cold and PETERBOT. Kind of wish we got to see a little bit earlier. I'm excited to actually rewatch that game again to see what exactly happened at the start, but being able to convert a rough start into a good middle and late game is what really makes or breaks this trio here.
I mean, you would imagine that, like, you take it out and you're like, oh, well, they didn't win the game. Maybe it's because they, you know, they had to go ahead and get like a double reboot up, but they actually recovered very, very well from that, right? But it's just going to be that stylistic thing for this trio where it's like, yeah, even though they're going to be in a good spot, like towards the end game right there on the low ground, when they had like 100+ builds each after they just picked up a couple of refreshes, they continue to fight, right? Like, that's just how they like to play. It's obviously going to be risky, but it's also one of those type of things that's like, hey, listen, even if we're in a good spot, we care about one thing and one thing only. That's going to be pretty much just making sure the lobby always feels their presence. They know they're going to make it to finals. Why not just keep going for more and more eliminations? And unfortunately for them, though, Edgy, Scare, and Chance on the other side of this were able to fend them off.
But still, getting 9 eliminations and having Ritual being able to survive until 7th place there is still able to get them those points. There is not any worry in my mind, or I think anyone's, that they're not going to get either a victory royale today or be able to be in our top 5. And currently they are in 3rd place through consistency, mostly due to going down in 7th place there. Of course, though, we saw Taki, Isho, and Vert having a pretty good time holding high ground from really early on, around 8th zone right there, and being able to kind of control it all the way till the very end, grabbing 7 eliminations as well. But of course, Death's trio currently sitting in 3rd, and then, as I said, PETERBOT's trio in 4th.
Yeah, and when it comes down to the Death Trio, right, we saw Stacks putting on quite a showing towards the top of the builds over there, towards the high ground, right? Jacob was going crazy talking about how Stacks was not going to go down without a fight. And you'd be like, well, how did that all happen, right? The trio's all in the low ground. I'm not sure. Stacks worked his way up, though, at high ground for a little bit there himself. But unfortunately, on the receiving end of it, right, Vert not being too interested in giving it up for free either.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a back and forth there between Stacks and Vert, a fight for the solos on height, but you can only do so much as a solo player when there is a lot of other players in the lobby kind of gunning for you.
Yeah, unfortunately running out of mats as well, right? Just a difficult situation to be in. Again, that game 1 was just so unbelievably chaotic. I'm kind of curious to see how we all bounce back for game number 2, because yeah, I just expected this to go so differently.
I mean, I think that there's a lot of opportunities. We still have 4 more games here for these trios to kind of figure out how they want to play out the play-in, or not the play-ins, I'm sorry, the group stages. And honestly, this isn't too much of a surprise to see how different it is from the play-ins. We knew that the play-ins were going to be ultra aggressive, and obviously there's only really one chance for these teams to be able to make it into the global championships outside of that final little reboot we have towards the end for those 3 final teams we'll be figuring out next week. But for me, Vivid, I still think that there's plenty of opportunities for these teams to kind of change things up for games 2 through 5.
Oh yeah, 100%, right? And we're only playing 5 games today, and off of the first one right there, Oliver, OG, NPen, and Larson kind of keeping themselves in contention right there. 8th place, still close to the top of the leaderboard right there. Unfortunately, though, right, we kind of saw NPen on the receiving end of what will probably find its way into a PETERBOT highlight reel, because it was absolutely insane. I feel sorry, NPen, but that was a little crazy. When we saw Oliver at one point was like, oh, let me back away from that one real quick. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the story for a lot of these trios, right? Just go ahead and keep yourselves in the contention, right? Top 5 on the consistency leaderboard. And of course, some of these top teams will actually steal those spots away. One thing that Zeke always likes to mention.
It's very possible. I'm hoping to see, and I love that you also kind of highlight that PETERBOT is just wanting to make himself known in this lobby, right? Because I'm sure for everyone else, Kelly, they're probably thinking, why don't you guys just win game number 1? Just go ahead and go into finals. Let us play the game. Let us have fun, because they are just disrupting everyone else.
I mean, when you take into consideration we don't have any more Div 1 Cups, they're not going to be playing in groups 2 and 3. This might be the best opportunity they have to get some kind of scrims and some practice before the Major 2 finals.
Game number 2 is all but here. Listen, pretty chaotic, right? High ground had some highlights, low ground had some highlights. More of that, please. I said I wanted 5 entertaining games, 1 down.
That's right. Well, it's okay. I won't panic, as I often tend to, but it's okay. Game number 2 is ready. So once again, let's jump back on over to MDF and Jacob PR for game 2.
Don't worry, Zeke, we got you. No need to panic just yet. It's game number 1, and Monster, that was just a little taste of what we're going to see throughout the day here today. If anybody thinks a competition like this with so much on the line is going to be easy, you got another theme coming.
Yeah, no, there wasn't a single moment in that round, at least from what we saw in the broadcast, where there was no action on the scene. From the beginning to the very end, the pace was set, and it was set pretty darn high. I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to play out. And then looking back at it, Aviv, Skittles, and Chimp, the most finals appearances when it comes down to the combination of appearances in the trio. So congrats to them. Let's go watch game number 2 though now. And picking up where we left off, Jacob, game 2, right? The pace, the stage, it's truly been set. We know, at least from what we saw in the Bronx, it's truly been set. We know that Crime City already is going to be one of those places that we want happening here. Pen and crew got a little taste of what happens when you rotate a little too closely to PETERBOT and company. So I'm super curious to see how this is going to ultimately play out. But in the end, though, one team down, more spots open up, and this starts to give
The race is over.
The atmosphere a little bit more room.
Wait,
so
they
Visuals,
got
there
it
you
this
go.
time.
Wait.
PETERBOT and Ritual,
The team conning Visuals left, so Visuals now going full Foxy, and Pete's going full server farm. Well, there we go. Visual pulled off.
Those tricks will work, Monster. They'll work the
But
first time, but after that,
does Pete
that's where it
now
gets
key
tougher
Visuals?
and
That is the
tougher to
question.
pull off those tricks from underneath
Oh
your
boy.
sleeve. They're just gonna go over to their regular
This
drop,
might be even
play
worse for
things out
Visuals.
like
Because now they can
usual.
get the train and then come back.
The fight that we saw get kind of very prolonged out in game number 1. It's just one of those situations when you kind of split it up like they're doing here. There's a lot
How
of
much for
barrels,
mod?
there's a good amount of
How much
shields
you
that can
offering
possibly
Brianna?
access. So you're not gonna
Dickerson.
just straight 50-50. So you want to take all the time in the world to actually get yourself ready for a fight in this situation. But
Yeah,
the longer
they
it
win
takes,
Crime
the harder
City,
it's
but
gonna
they're
be
also getting
back in the
trained too.
situation, no matter who wins the actual fight.
Basically getting everything.
Drops. Lone Wolf is definitely one of my favorite to have landed at so far in the season. But for Jeff, Skater, and Higher, though, it's a matter
It depends.
of course, getting situated before things start to cook up. We already noticed that other teams are inevitably
Yeah,
gonna
Lone
be
Wolf fights
rotating
drag
as
out for
well,
way
so
too long.
They've gotten all the information they need. Meanwhile, you know what they're going after? It's the goodies from the tree,
Kimby.
of course. Jacob, I mean, talk to me about why this is a significant pickup for PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual.
I mean, the biggest thing is the guaranteed mythic setting up. I think might be the only weapon in the game that has that one-shot potential. Then you put it in PETERBOT's hands, and you wonder why he is so dangerous in those situations. There's a ton of gold that they're able to get, and the medallion. This is going
Mosta? Bro, they haven't even stepped into Crime City yet. Well, Ritual has, but like, bro, it's insane how much loot they get.
Whether you're watching an open round, a divisional cup, he puts himself in those 1v3 situations.
Yeah, Clix is not in the seat.
Knowing his teammates will back him up.
That unstoppable medallion, of course, the prime pickup for the team.
So many randoms in this heat.
Continuing the action.
Oh, we still got the double fight at Mass Meadows, though. So who was conning Visuals? Where did they go? Visuals getting conned by Speedy and Doxy.
A little different, though. It seems like both teams have taken a little bit more time to situate their loadouts before deciding to clash with one another.
Yeah, I feel like it's another one of those lone wolf situations, but Mass Meadows is just a little bit bigger, so in theory, you can split the
Doxy landed Dojo game 1? Oh, so Visuals went there when there was no one. Foxy, he was trying to claim that end Foxy. That's ballsy. Very ballsy.
Multiple times to really replenish a lot of the resources that you may or may not have in that situation.
I didn't see the kin stat. What, Pete did over 550 more damage than anyone else in game 1. Disgusting, bro. Disgusting.
There's a lot going on here.
Yo, what's up, Taco? Thanks to you for 11. Thanks, Taco. I appreciate it.
Took a brief moment to see what's
Taco, you going to Pro-Am? I don't know if you're allowed to say.
It is fully collapsing now, and hey,
I don't know if they're sending the whole broadcast team.
Early for a reason. We knew there were going to be another team rotating in. The last game showed us that that was the case, and this time they make their way here even faster. So Jeff, Skater, and Higher here have a lot to fight for.
Lavish is so toxic. Yeah, I really thought like Poyo conning Clix might be okay. Only because if they can get Clix to leave, but if no one leaves, this is such a shit show. Like, this looks like one of the most miserable spawn fights. I got mad shit talk though for saying that Veno contesting Malabuga here made no sense because just no one wins. But it's such a bad job to contest if the other team doesn't leave.
Hey, thank you, friend guy. Appreciate it.
Oh my god, I get to get tacos with Taco.
Spray the covers, get them to waste the materials. That might be an entry point into a fight like this.
You can get mod for a little, but it won't be permanent.
Just to go ahead and give them that little edge, trying to counteract the fact that they don't have
Yo, thank you for the $2 donut.
KP to the 2 over 9.
Thank you, Brianna Dickerson.
They do vengeful. That music we can hear is exactly what
I
the
don't
players
really
can
have
hear,
an actual
unfortunately, and
amount.
it's very annoying.
I'm being
I know,
honest.
Taco, I know. I'm so excited for the good Mexican food. We got some good food in Australia, but Mexican is not one of them, unfortunately.
And have spooked one another before the fight actually began.
But if you do donate, you do get games you can use on the stream.
Go, get in.
Had to go down below, get the ball. That other trio disengaged on out, so that's at least
When the team's built for Pro Am on the 15th, bro. On the 15th, man.
Teammates back into the game. Yes,
Oh, I need to make that tweet actually. Did they respond to me and tell me I should make it today?
But all you need is a chance at some points as we switch on over towards Seaport. Braids, visual, and
Like I said, I don't really have an actual amount.
Time around, they weren't able to get to 2 eliminations on PETERBOT and Cold, which means at this point in the game compared to last, they are lacking some Storm Surge.
Look at this, diminished visuals, Braids rotating to the Seaport City
Okay,
now.
I was about to say.
Full splash effect comes
Oh,
out.
nice cookie. Hope you had a good time, bro. Oh, it's crazy.
I'll let
You're in
you-
for
let me
I'm so
think
excited
about
to
it and
watch
I'll let you
on
know.
Group 2. I was gonna say tomorrow, but oh, visuals has gone into Seaport.
Tough situation here as they have the low ground, but fully committing the kneecapper, allowing them to get that bit of high ground there, taking full advantage of the benefits of the speed and the extra height that you get from it. And look at this, that team fully going for the high ground position now. What do you think happens here after they get this damage? Is it time to disengage, move on?
Scared of the aura? Yeah, I genuinely think Visuals is trying to get out of Foxy as quick as possible.
Come immediately out of the gates, but it's just too risky to continue to fight against that much of an elevation difference. You saw them trading shots.
What is going on here? Is this 4 teams? 4 teams at Mast Meadows. 5 teams? I don't even know. Holy shit. 5 teams at Mast Meadows. Okay, why not?
Just in time to see the second one picked up, and this is a prime example.
I'm still thinking about it.
Vault fights. You're not able to win it. You're not able to loot it fast enough. The third parties come in, especially Bryce, G-Money, and OSID, uncontested at Hopeful Heights. They're going to waste no time getting what they need.
How long
The
do you want the
haters,
mod
though,
for?
Visuals making grands and potentially pulling off that play a few times in grands could be the difference between Pete winning and not. So the PETERBOT haters got a lot to cheer for here with trying to get Visuals into grands.
Okay, and Chimps here for Champs. Champs got most of the control, but do notice seems like the Storm is inevitably going to start forcing this team to rotate here shortly.
One thing I almost
You're a
want
criminal. He's
to
5 or 6, dude.
here for a quick second, and you see Oliver and Larson in this fight, and you're wondering how did they even get on this side of the map? But remember, Aviv, Skittles, and Chimp qualified to the finals, open up Outlaws Oasis. Oliver, OG, Larson, and Penn were the ones that tried to take that open drop spot, but they find themselves in a peculiar situation, 2v3. Zone is now covering up, so even though it is a 1-tick, it at least puts them on the clock. I see only 1 splash of HP in Larson's inventory. Not sure what...
No, Braid's on
OG
0
has.
ping now, which
Alright.
does give that team a big buff. Braid's now 0 ping, and he did really well on the solo cache yesterday on the 0 ping.
Starting to come out now. That's going to give them that enhanced
QT. I don't know who this team is, but who are they fighting? Oh, Larson. Oh, Oliver OG gonna... Bro, is NPen not gonna make grands again, man? This is actually kind of sad. Did Oliver make grands last season? I think he did. I killed this. Me and Spooky killed this guy.
Joji on the moon.
This is very reminiscent of that last major. I remember Muzz's team taking a victory from here.
Oh, that zone was hilarious. When the zone just pulled to the bridge and kept bouncing on the bridge, Muzz just got the freest win of all time.
I was hoping we get a little bit of a replay here, but it does pull off of the bridge. The rest of
Like
the lobby
$10?
doesn't necessarily have to rotate into Prom, Donnie, and Joji, but that's still going to give them an opportunity to kind of overlook a lot of area, a lot of distance that they're able to kind of
Grands
see
isn't like a
all the
cash
way
cup,
north
bud?
towards Demon's Dojo. A
What are
lot
you
of the
talking
teams
about?
You saw in game 1 having to rotate south this time
Yo,
around.
thank you again,
These teams
Brianna
that
Dickerson,
we
for the
see that was
$2.
one of the teams
Appreciate
that we
it.
saw rotate north that they can
Prom
possibly
FV,
get
yeah.
Storm Surge on, and you see they might have that same idea.
Crazy leaning
Donnie
into the
and Prom,
memes at this
both of
point,
them
bro.
crouching,
I
just trying to make
respect
sure to
it.
keep their positions hidden so they can
Oh, I
maybe
forgot
go sneak
Craze
attack
is
if
on
they
this
rotate over.
team.
Yes, it's very nicely set up, I would say. You know, the ambush is looking pretty good, and of course, Joji's got that information, right? He can download it, share it with his team here from the high ground. But those teams seem to have the senses that this might not be worth rotating on the outskirts, and
What's the meme? So if you haven't been following competitive Fortnite, Craze got dropped by Booga and Threads because he couldn't play the last week of Divisional Cups because he had to go to prom. So he has now become prom FV. We'll see.
I feel like
the FV is because he was usually Craze FV.
In the early game because they were able to get the armored truck, which means they're able to get
he might notice he qualified from the first game of Group 1 last season. I didn't remember that.
So even if they
that was with Vert, right?
Which they were able to pick up to entering the fight the very
I'm shaking this Warriors game, man. I forgot basketball was even going on.
A large amount of storm surge. Now, no matter where the zone pulls,
oh, what?
Oh, Seek, of course. Sorry, Seek. That's right. Seek G-Minosid.
Let me go get my phone.
G-Minosid for a little bit.
I need to pull this
then
up.
They went to Kanata, then Bryce.
Is it basically whoever wins goes to the play-in?
Back in the day when the vehicles during that start season were in the game, folks would box up their cars and use them to rotate and boost out with.
Why were those? Wait, why was that so satisfying? Why has Bryce got the goated 1x1s? What the fuck was that?
Brownie only had 4
That was like the fastest
points.
1x1 I've seen. That was like perfect stair placement. That was clean as shit.
Positioning here, a little mile in, they find Jersey and Mattis team
there. Bro, Myth walked so we could run, man. Holy shit.
Oh, the Timberwolves won. Let me see.
Yeah, Seek Taki an issue now, yeah.
In my head, I'm like, please don't take the porta potty. Please don't. There's a whole team up above. And I'm pretty sure it's Edgy and Chance and Scare's team landing over towards Brutal. Maybe they went towards the south. It could be anybody at this point with how much rotation these teams were forced to make. But it is actually Brayify, Kaji's team. It's only 2 of those 3 members. You see Hazard in the distance.
Why does Seek always get dropped? I don't know, bro. He's such a good player, too.
More ground monster. They want to get as much storm surge as possible in these first couple of early zones, so that way they can purely focus on the rotation, getting themselves safe spots, so they don't have to fight for storm surge, which we both know is very, very risky.
Yeah, same thing we saw at Shining Span, right? Joji with the ultimate height, and then the teammates kind of playing the outskirts there, looking for rotators. It's definitely the right move. Talk about team.
Oh, here we go. Pete, I wonder why Pete's over here near Foxy Floodgate. I wonder what Pete's doing rotating over here.
Tyler and Shadow.
Oh, no.
I'm not sure how they feel about it. They're like, yeah, it's time for us to go. The zone's already moving. Team's trying to get close. We don't want that action.
Well, Visuals down.
I would say this is definitely the right call here.
Visuals whole trio down. Damn. Who'd they go down to?
Creo, Noisy, and Tony back to the Seaport City here. Fight finally starting to evolve outwards. And they seem to have just waited around. Okay, so if it wasn't...
The Oxide with the 68. 68 months. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, homie.
Whoever loses drops to the play-in.
Singling out Salt 3X and the rest of his trio. And they get
well, Reed's playing with
Cooper.
Cooper.
Come on, I've been gassing you up. Come on.
And I think Spinks.
Pete versus Curve. This is a good fight.
I'll be right back.
The better teams here for sure.
His trio was able to take down Visuals, Braids, and a Minish. They
Oh,
crashed.
man. Unlucky Salt.
Proven to be a lot of success there as PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual find themselves at the edge of zone, box to box with Curve, Tyler, and Shadow. And it doesn't look like they're just trying to position safely and let the game pass them by. They're going to create this situation because this is typically how they get a lot
Shadow,
of their
Curve, and Tyler are a good fighting team. We'll see. This is one of the better teams to try and put a fight up against Pete here. Come on, Curve. Hold it down for control again. Come on. Show us what you got.
Couple splashes here to work with. They might need to start putting them into effect here to give them a little bit more of an advantage while they still have it. But
come on.
the more damage and pressure comes in, and another trio starting to add their take.
Oh, God.
Matters here. So shots are coming in. Teams are moving closer. PETERBOT, Richmond, Cold. I wonder if they're sensing the danger nearby. Doesn't matter how good you are.
Oh wait, never mind. I meant Cooper's playing. Who's Cooper playing with? I know he's playing with Reed.
PETERBOT might leave his back open here. This could be bad.
Oh, Curly, my bad.
This could be really bad.
My bad.
Perfect moment. They're probably waiting and watching the feed right now and waiting for at least a knock to go through and time it with the shots. And that's
Ooh, PETERBOT. If PETERBOT goes down here, things get interesting. They're still gonna qual. Oh no! No, PETERBOT!
No, the lurking on the PETERBOT. No. Damn.
Oh my gosh, PETERBOT.
Yo, hey. Mythic Pump Medallion. This team knew one of these teams was Pete, so they're willing to... Does he survive? No. There is no fucking... I was about to say, there is no world where PETERBOT survives this, right? I was going to be so pissed.
So this is
Wait, Cold and Ritual are gone, bro. Is this Cold and Ritual out here in fucking Narnia? Is this Cold and
I feel
Ritual?
like PETERBOT and Trio, they're just so
Bro, we are
used to
gone.
speed.
team goes back into the storm. Was that Cold?
We are gone.
Actually, might have managed to get the reboot card and dip into the storm.
They don't even need to. They don't even need to get the reboot card. They're just gonna go buy him back, bro. Holy shit, they were gone the second Pete went down.
Curve and Tyler get bailed out there.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
In a
They just
crazy
fucking
turn of
legged it,
events.
dude.
Yep, even
Nice.
Oracle's team
Alright,
decided
like,
they want
I'm not gonna lie, this
Playz
buying
slow
reboot
down,
card
slow
thing is
things
so
down.
oh wait. Oh no. Oh! Ozzy, look at the screens!
No.
Trade exhale goes down, but Cold gets fully cleaned up.
Where's
And that puts
Richie?
A lot of pressure.
Come on, Richie.
I believe on Ritual. Yet
Richie the solo
again,
goat.
Even if he's still alive, that could have been a full wipe.
Oh, rough
Bro,
start.
broadcast.
Rough start for Pete, man.
Did they?
What is
wait,
this?
what?
Oh, his teammates falling down.
This is
My gosh.
not ideal.
Wait, why did his teammate just full die?
Not too bad. It's not very dangerous. in
It's not
terms of
great.
storm
It's not
damage.
too bad, but it's also not great.
As
No,
long
we're
as they
definitely
have
dead. It's really bad. It's really bad. We're
but I'm
dead.
realizing his loadout as we speak. There's almost no chance he's going to be able to turn around, get the reboot cards, and get his teammates back. At least not at Foxy Floodgates. And even now, he's on the clock. 10 seconds left. The storm is now moving, Monster. I fear for him.
That's my boy.
This Ritual
W Richie.
picking up Peter.
Yup.
You know, you
Yup.
gotta give Ritual all the
Yup.
credit right now. And Cold
And you
there,
got to
so
remember,
somehow he did
Heat
get
and
very
Cold come
It's
back
about
with
to be a
bare gold.
it's about to be a
So
two
they
tick.
can now go back to the black market and buy all their meds. But
no way that's accurate, right?
no, that's
They're
accurate.
below.
Because we lost Pete and Cold's. Yeah, we
They're
lost Pete and
below.
Cold's reboots.
Oh no. This is bad. Look how far away they are from zone.
Sure with PETERBOT and Cold really being the front runner, so this is going to be
Oh boy.
a tall task for a team like this.
This
I'm
could be
not gonna
bad.
say it's
Yeah, this could be
impossible
bad.
because PETERBOT, it's Cold, it's Ritual, but they're immediately going to have to start getting in.
Just like that reboot change, I'm okay with it. If you can literally buy your teammate back by running the second they get knocked, I think you should lose the surge. If we're gonna make rebooting even easier, we need to make it more of a punishment to be rebooted. Then I'm fine with it.
That just happened. So
Especially coming back with your gold, so you can literally buy a full loadout. Like,
so differently, I think, than most would have imagined.
yeah, I'm okay with it now. I used to not like it when you couldn't buy reboots. Now I'm okay with it because rebooting is so easy now.
You saw their divisional cup performances.
Let's not count Pete out though. I think Pete's still gonna be able to get back in this. We'll see.
First place for a full month run. Either way, Jacob, this is keeping us, if nothing else, very much entertained.
It's like that any given
No, he does. I don't think they survived this. They're down on surge. Yeah, they're getting ticked on surge.
Wait, we're already below though. Wait, can we out heal it? Wait. I don't know the thresholds anymore. How many people have to die here? Because we are.
Yeah, they're dead.
Is Richie actually happy to sacrifice himself so Pete can pop all the meds? Bro.
So that is going to be tough because now Cold has to get the reboot. Active surge. They might not even make it out of zone.
I've never seen something sum up this team's dynamic any more than this. Ritual gets them both rebooted, clutches the game back, and then just has to just let himself fucking die so Pete can carry all the bigs and medkits.
They're dead.
Oh,
Like,
we are in.
they're
We're
just
in Narnia.
dead.
Holy shit, we're in Narnia. Oh, there's the llama. There's the llama. Find the llama. Get the llama. Get the llama.
They're 600 below. You can't even see it because Ozzy's cam is in the way.
Kids are still going to kin stat check this as well. Ritual did so much less damage than PETERBOT. As if he
Look
literally
at
didn't
this,
let
man.
himself die so PETERBOT could live.
They're dead.
Like, we didn't metaphorically sacrifice ourselves for PETERBOT. We literally sacrificed ourselves for PETERBOT. Like, it's just like...
Now they're dead.
This is a great example of why stats just aren't the full picture.
There's just a lot of bad.
They're probably dead anyway. And this is the play for the team strength. Pete and Cold are the two best fighters and best chance to get 700 damage here.
I was about to say, would this be like a historic moment for PETERBOT Cold, or is this business as usual? I'm over here asking the chat right now, if you guys are watching, do they make it out alive? Do we
John,
see
5 games if they
PETERBOT
survive?
involved
Bro,
Fuck it, why not?
Okay.
Let's go, Pete! Pete.
They're just not surviving this.
Barely 6 above the damage.
Oh, look, it's PETERBOT.
Giving them a chance to really accumulate more damage.
They're about to
It's
die
not
to
a
surge.
sweet spot
Go,
to be in.
Pete. Oh,
Yeah,
he's so
and he's dead
dead.
to surge.
He's so dead. Surge
They're
as
both
well,
dead.
He's dead. He's gonna get zapped out of the sky.
Finally to the safety and
Oh, they're all dead.
Good attempt, though. Good attempt.
before they could get a heal
Oh
off,
my god, Pete's not gonna make
seconds
grands.
away
Oh my god, no
from
Pete in
potentially having
grands.
a chance, a glimmer of hope, but there's not
Oh
gonna
my
be enough
god, all the
hope.
haters.
I mean,
have got
Ozzy's the
copium
most
they need
watched
right now.
person right now,
in the
so.
storm, unfortunately, so is what it is though. Can't count them out. They had a great game one, right? 5 games here.
You said if they
He's falling
survive.
off, Chad. He's
Really
fading.
forward
He's
to drop
washed.
the
Oh my
bounce.
god, he's done
If you wanna
shit.
be in the kind of consistency range. However,
That was a good lurk by that trio, though. That was a great lurk on the Pete.
for chance. QK51 Cold.
Think Electro with the prime?
Looking pretty good for them right now, comparatively. As they now have a full, not only position here in the
I should
storm,
sleep, but I
max
need to
material
watch
work
his
with, picking up
downfall.
what was left from
Damn.
Cold's body.
He really got some haters. Hey, I respect it.
For the most part, a good spot to be in. Other than Storm Surge,
Losing
we've
sleep
seen
over
it
the hate.
really kind of affect and dictate a lot of the lobby in a situation like this. 116 below is going to be Ozone, Golden, and Void.
It's getting nervous for PETERBOT, man.
Consistency, know how to put themselves in the right situations. Game 1 wasn't necessarily the best example of that. But now the pressure on really backs up against the wall when it comes to Storm Surge. They're really going to have to
Are you Rainy with the T on 5?
Oh, I should have been checking real app.
Go Joji? Go Joji?
Then go watch him, Spooky.
Sacrifice collateral damage as it breaks down to a 2v2 outside of the zone as well. So Joji realizes that and he's immediately trying to beeline it and find some cover for him in prom.
No, this be like the biggest upset in
Oh,
history.
100% Taco. See how this next game goes.
The Warriors are about to be in the play-in, man.
I think you do, Maris. I think you do. I think you can only buy both or neither. I don't think you can buy one card. You can kneel with the private 20. Nah, Clix is in group 2, chat. So he's in the one in like 5 days.
Here in the wild, they're going to have to fight their way out of this position they've walked themselves into. Meanwhile, Death stacks and encrypted.
Oh, chat, you guys know me. Like, I know Pete's crazy, but this is not deliberate, chat. Game 1, Visuals fought them off spawn and they lost it, and then they went on to have an okay game and fought an A game. This game, 100%. They took that
What's up,
fight
Elias?
thinking they were gonna win it and got triple lurked on.
Seems like the lobby kind of
That was 100% Pete just getting caught off guard, man.
Yeah, I think in this next couple of zones, but you're seeing a lot of the players that we're looking at missing a lot of materials, even down on Surge.
Jimmy Butler missed this 3. SoFi. Alright, let me pull this up.
Even a single step closer to accumulating damage since the zone is pulling further and further away. The time is now ticking, but they're getting the shots that they need. I do believe that is going to be Ozone being the front runner. He's the first to rotate. He's the first to try to get all that damage, and so far it's working out to perfection. Boyd tries to pounce onto one. 19 damage is all they need, and as he turns and burns another
Boyd's about to
shield
out his
down,
own.
that's higher. Who went
I don't know
ahead and
any
took
of
the
these
challenge as
players.
He's able to get the down on the Void back.
This is kind of funny.
But the Storm does the rest. It's all up to Golden and Ozone now, who have found themselves kind of split apart from one another. And look, just flirting with the edge of the Storm.
Who's gonna win this game? That's a...
With the shotgun shot
Wait.
sent back to the lobby for sure there.
I think MPen rebooted Oliver and Marston.
Ozone now.
34 still up on first moving. Not a far zone
A
pull.
little bit of a priority position. And we are in the money for placement points, right? So
Ooh, Bryce.
14 now. Things are going to start to add up for them. All he has to do is just
Ooh,
basically
Edgy has a good
hold
chance
on.
of winning
Meanwhile,
this game.
Edgy, Scare, and Chance. Look at this spot here on the low ground. The Vets
Oh wait, the white
that have
superheroes
been
may
here
be the
time
play.
and time again, playing it very well. No pressure from the likes of a PETERBOT or a Cold and Ritual in this lobby. So this is looking much more calm here on the low ground at the moment.
No, they died earlier and then they got rebooted if you were paying attention.
Found a fire pit. They're gonna use anything that they can and even stoking the flame. They want that HP quick. They know the zone is coming, and they're 163 above the damage threshold. This game after game, this is the second time. Taki, Ishao, and Vert Monster, they're the ones on the high ground. I'm just hoping they've been able to learn from their mistakes of game 1 and actually pull off this VR.
I absolutely love this. Watching a team just deliberately say, hey, we're going to be the squad that's going to go for high ground. Notice Zone 8, all that timid positioning. No one wanted to build up. No one wanted to commit, but they say high risk,
Ooh, I know
high
Taki's a
reward,
good
and that's
trio.
what Taki and crew are looking to put together right now. On the low ground, though, NG, Scare, and Chance looking for a refresher here on the mid-ground layers. If they get the mats that they deserve,
Edgy's looking good.
that is going to be
The former
effect that's
FNCS
gonna
champion.
cascade them on up. Taki gets a refresh in the kind of high ground there, and look at this. It's just this low ground spot here. Edgy, Scare, and Chance are playing this masterfully right now.
They're just going ahead and tarping. Edgy, the tarper, the experience, the IGL. trying to lead him to the promised end. Noisy, Creon, Tony, they're on the side. They're not yet looking up, but they're scouting at the bare minimum, trying to see, is this an opportunity for us to go? They do have the gold splash effect. They can run as Osid. He's in a terrorizing position, getting shot from all angles, but figures out a way to reunite with Bryce, but that's only one teammate. They're stuck as a duo in a world full of trios.
Elimination after elimination, everything happening here. Tony, Noisy, and Creo, we're thinking about...
Is he on the low ground? No, it's Tyler. Ooh, Shadow Curve and Tyler still. This could be a good one.
But it seems like that card is pulled off the table here now as Noisy falls there, and Tony's gonna play the
Oh, they have point glitch.
all the way. The Chunchuk in the storm, but no, doesn't want to.
Wait, why is percent in Narnia, bro? Why are we all the way back there?
Working their way down, constantly pressuring these other layers.
Nice, good shot.
Come on, Sigma. Go, son.
Sigma with a response, though.
What is happening? Ozone is still holding on somehow.
Shadow Curve and Tyler running that low ground. I think Shadow can win this, bro. I think Shadow wins this. Issue's getting griefed. I think Shadow wins this. Issue's getting full griefed. Oh, never mind. They're still a full trio. Oh, Vert versus Shadow. That's two of the best teams here in the lobby.
Oh, I didn't even realize I was Vert. Is Edgy still up? I don't think so.
And nobody's feeling confident. Hey, anything can happen right here with no materials on the board. This is as risky as it gets now. 4 teams remaining here. Make that 3. The cards, the
Oh, wait a second.
This
We're
is
not
game
that
2
healthy yet.
alive.
Vert. Oh, Shadow. Wait, Shadow just gave him a lifeline. Wait, Shadow just gave him a chance.
Oh!
Oh, Taki. Oh, Taki. God damn.
Dang, Shadow had a chance of
Holy
winning that.
shit, Taki, ice in this man's veins. Damn.
Slow, I think
panic
Slow
at all
might
from
be coming
Taki
back
there.
very sad.
Shit on. Beautiful. Alright, we gotta make that. We gotta make the giveaway Taki chat. We'll make it T-A-K-I-I. Double I though. Taki with a double I. We gotta give Taki the respect to spell it right. It is spelled with a double I, right? We'll do a double I on my giveaway, but I swear it's double I, right? It is double I, yeah. I'm a Taki fan. W. Yo, 2 for 2, chat. 2 for 2.
This is a huge moment for them, and this is a huge moment for their entire community. But there's still a lot of action to break down.
The prediction is Shadow, though.
I need your help. What do you got for us?
Good game, though, man. Good game. Alright, we're 2 for 2, chat. We're 2 for 2.
I want to pull up this other
2 for 2.
thing up.
Oh, back Kelly.
You're like on high
Oh.
ground.
The chat, you guys win the V-Bucks. Just type the word Taki in chat. You got about 20 seconds.
Rip Kelly.
Double I.
They don't have any pictures because they haven't
Make sure you
quoted
keep an eye on your
globals
Twitch
yet.
Christmas. My mod Maris will DM you if you win.
And you pull out your shotgun and you just send out a 99 to immediately make it a 3v2. Taki, Isho, and Vert, we saw them on high ground game number 1.
Yeah.
We saw them like
Kelly rifted out, that's fine.
In game number 2, but now they earned themselves a spot in the finals.
W Taki. Let's go, baby. That means their spot's back up for grabs now, though.
Listen, if you're gonna fail the first time trying to take high ground, you might as well go for it again, and that is what we saw.
Thank you, Fees. Thank you, Recon. Thank you, Southpaw, Clixy, Vetted, Comment Up. Thanks for all the subs, chat.
I was actually stunned completely by
Alright,
their
we'll call the
performance.
Taki.
Hey, Draymond just sold.
Thank you.
And you know, this is something
The
that
Clixy,
from
Vet,
Vert, who is
Southpaw,
actually the second
Red, Doja,
player,
Neil,
the player
Rainy,
here with the second most
Electro,
FNCS
Nuggets,
finals to
Chocolate,
team up
Nightmare,
with
Oxide, thank you
Isho
for
and
68.
Taki,
Thank you,
who
subs,
are
chat. Really
relatively
appreciate
new
you all.
players in their own
523 subs. I love
I'd
you all.
love to see it just all come to fruition and for them
We got
to
like
make their way
25,000
into
viewers
the
across both
finals.
combined. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Consistency and the ability to win at the same time, right? I mean, game number 1, you get second place. Game number 2, you follow that one up with the victory royale at the end there. And like Jacob mentioned, like Zeke was mentioning, right? That point when you kind of drop them, you're like, oh, listen, sorry, we're playing Fortnite. I can build a little bit.
12K subs today? I don't know, man. You guys are going crazy.
Materials, but having the aim to kind of back up.
Oh, Taki win reaction? W. Thank you, Raiders.
Incredible stuff from the trio.
And to
I'll wait for the break, chat. I'll wait for the break, and then I'll show you.
Just hold them off, right? Hey, you guys want that spot? It's going to be ours. Wow, so much more to talk about. First, we will go to a break. When we return, there's so many little things we must discuss. So stay tuned. We'll see you after this.
W. All right, let's see it. Taki reaction.
Come on. I have 200. No match.
Go up.
Come here, take Bert. I have 2 builds. I have 200 builds.
Spray everything. Spray. Top four. You spraying. Spray it.
Shoot your guns, bro. Blood X to be so proud, man. Blood X to be so proud with this much spraying and pressuring.
Right here. There's a trio. Creon's a duo. I killed Tony.
Look, he's boom fighting. I got cracked. I have 3 builds.
There's no match. 30 by. I'm going down. Go down.
Go! Fuck it all, baby. No builds.
He went so high pitched, he like just stopped talking. W. Nice. All right. This is our leaderboard right now. After 2 games, we've had a Vive and Taki win. No surprises there. Two of the big favorites to qualify here. Then we've got Boone. Then Noisy, Shadow, Death, Josh. Ooh, okay.
All right, let me see the leaderboard.
Currently have PETERBOT in 9th. Oh my god, he's fading. Oh my god, Pete's struggling.
Technically, it's top 10 the qual, but right now it would be. Let me see here.
I can file for free. TurboTax free edition. 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Did Pete get out of visuals? No. Pete took a mid-game fight against Shadow and got triple lurked on to a team literally crouching up and then dropping into his box and shooting from behind. Kind of brutal. Yeah, so top 10 make it a great
I guess the
You win a game,
Vive
you go
isn't
to
a
grand,
real
and top 5 don't
team
go
or
to grand.
Skittles and Chimp Spooky. And Bert, he's good.
How do I do the giveaway? So after every set...
Wait, Sigma's actually doing really good. Tony. Shadow
game of
Curve.
FNCS, the rest of the
Wait,
season,
where's
I tell you
Edgy?
to type a word in, you
Thought
type the
Edgy was
word in,
doing
it puts
better.
you in a big like list of names, and then Maris draws the winners when you DM the code. It's that simple, man.
So
And
I
then
guess
also do a bingo board for
currently,
grades
I
where
guess
there's extra
PETERBOT
V-Bucks
is in
to give
qual,
away.
but
Bit more
he
fun
needs
that
to
way.
pick it up, man. Craze is barely even qualling too. What? Is Craze not gonna qual grands? Going from Booga to not qualling grands. He's playing with Donnie and Joji Speaky. Remember them? From Ranked.
Am I today? Voice is still very cooked, and I've developed like a really annoying dry cough. And I'm going to the
Bryce
doctor later
and G-
today to do like a swab
Bryce
and see if
G-Money
it's
and
bacterial.
OCID.
See if
Oh,
I can
that's
get on
not
some
good.
antibiotics if it is.
Or no, Bryce G-Money.
But
That's
honestly,
not
not the worst time to get sick. I'll be 100% by the time Group 2 and 3 start.
There's
for
some like
sure.
big
We've
teams
got
that
quite-
are
We've got a
like
decent break
not
now. We've
qualling.
got nothing on
Like
tomorrow.
Oliver
so
OG and Agent Jeff.
Then we've got Eval.
I mean, they're
Cup
not
and the
great
Pro-Am
teams,
announcement, which
but-
I'll be live for. Then we have Reload Eval, which I'll probably skip, and then we have solos. So
To that song, pretty good stuff.
Oh yeah, chat. When is the reload? Fortnite's gonna do a stream announcing the reload teams. I think it's on Wednesday night or Tuesday night. So I might stream that.
I'm sure go follow them on socials.
Best
See
ever,
if they
thanks,
post
man.
The clip themselves. But to get a victory royale again, just gotta go back and watch that. The slide, the 99, the 45, the 108 to get themselves a victory royale. Crazy stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I mean technically they're fine, but
Many things transpired that game, and my favorite thing we'll save for last. What did you guys first off think of game number 2?
I thought it was exciting. I saw already some adaptions from players. Obviously, we had a little issue with the Dilbit server room over there, and it seemed like there might be like some contestation for PETERBOT's trio, but they were able, all 3 of them, able to land in that server room by themselves, then go get the train, which seemed exactly like the setup that they wanted Vivid, but then it didn't exactly go the way that they thought it would.
Yeah, I mean, troublesome. A couple of early games for that trio as it currently stands. But one thing that I want to point out that some similarities between game number 1 and game number 2 is that the end games in particular, they're kind of ending early, right? These kind of like 3v3s, 3v2s are kind of happening, and it's obviously always going to be between like a low ground and a high ground team. But so far, they've kind of been, really good fights. And we talk about the shots from Taki, but a trio that we gotta kind of point out there is going to be Shadow's trio.
I love Zeke.
oh,
man.
Slow's about to be depressed.
Like I said, it's
man.
great seeing someone just unapologetically geek out, just get some passion going.
Second place in this format is still very, very good.
Yeah, Shadow, Curve, and Tyler had exactly the game that they wanted there. And, you know, they ended off 13th place after game number 1, so be able to make it all the way to the very end in 2nd place. And, you know, this is kind of where we see them a lot. We saw them here also in Major 1, where they stick to the low ground. They're able to make it to the end game, but they just have a struggle clutching out.
We're stretching Zay these days. Zay's just living his life, man. He had some health issues, unfortunately. And Stretch, last time I checked, was super into World of Warcraft, and I don't know what he's doing now.
But with that game, we do see them jump up 8 placement points, now currently sitting in 5th. And as a reminder to everyone, it is going to be the top 10 overall leaderboard that we are looking for these teams to make it into the Major 2 finals.
That's right. We'll have 5 victory royales, they auto-qualify, and then ending basically in the top 5, which kind of looks like the top 10, is also going to earn a spot. My gosh. Yeah, I just love seeing them. And again, it's like, you're so close once more, but hey, now
yeah, the Warriors lost, so they're gonna have to be in the play-in tournament. So no rest for them. That's baby food to him, though.
Overall, I love to see.
I mean, just one win will call them. I'm not worried about it.
I want to talk about PETERBOT. I want to talk about.
But this could be very bad.
There was a situation in which PETERBOT and his trio decided
to
fight Shadow, Tyler, and Curve for a long time. And we're going to make a lot of noise while we're doing it. And while that's happening,
the triple lurk,
Oracle, Smitty, and Sniper
triple crouch lurk,
crouch walk up these guys, okay? I mean, like, guys, like Kelly, it was like 30 seconds of crouch walking.
It is a common theme that we see with PETERBOT's trio, how aggressive they are, that they also are incredibly vulnerable. When they fight, they of course love to do this kind of pincer maneuver, but by that happening, PETERBOT often ends up alone on his own side. And when these fights
is my man at a standing desk? How did he do that so well? He has to be at a standing desk, right? There's no way he did that well without a standing desk.
I don't think anyone would have predicted 3 players dropping in onto you as a solo. So even though PETERBOT in his own right is a god in Fortnite, there's only so much you can do, Vivid, when 3 players drop on you, unbeknownst to you.
I mean, a tough go at it, right? Just all of us.
Whoa, yo, why is the broadcast dick riding PETERBOT so much, bro? Like, we get it. Oh, shut the fuck up. Stop talking about PETERBOT so much. Am I right, chat? Oh my god. Oh wait, because they're like the most dominant team on the region, so of course we're gonna fucking talk about him.
And we kind of watched how Storm Surge was pretty much the demise of the trio as a whole. I mean, they were just felt so
Marco, the team of 25
in terms of damage being dealt. That
it's still showing PETERBOT. Who gives a fuck? They didn't even win the game. Like, oh my god.
I mean,
get off their dicks.
Not so PETERBOT ritual cold ass games.
The YouTube kids, sorry, wearing off on me.
Yeah, I think that might be the first time, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me. And if I'm right, definitely quote me.
Okay, Danny, don't. Hey, chill on my short king.
Eliminated to Storm Surge.
Weird.
Just a major ago saw him first take, you know, just damage.
600 below was ridiculous, though.
To full on be eliminated is crazy. All that to say, let's make sure we box up when we take these fights. Let's just not leave open spaces that we can just be jumped on. Okay, all right, just everyone. All right, we all in agreement. Okay.
The Patch Mahomes treatment? Nah, it's got to be the LeBron treatment, bro. It's got to be the how does this affect LeBron's legacy.
We're to end in the top 5.
It does feel like that sometimes, though. I'm not gonna lie. The Fortnite scene does feel like that, and I can't even blame them. Kids talk about PETERBOT a lot. I'll be watching EU and I'll be like, yeah, man, Timmy, Jimmy, bro, like, you know, they're struggling a little bit on this side of the map. Yeah, PETERBOT drop's kind of only this side of the map. What do you think about PETERBOT? Is he going to win if he was in this situation? If PETERBOT was in this situation right now and he could have played between Poyo or Cold or Zay, do you think he would have won if he went high ground with 2 builds and 3 ammo in his pistol? What just happened? So I do get it. I understand the like talking about PETERBOT too much jokes. I'll like ease up on my YouTube chat occasionally. I'll be watching like EU and there'll be like a fucking 30-minute long conversation about PETERBOT. It's like, alright, no one's mentioned anything about PETERBOT. We're not watching PETERBOT. There's no reference to PETERBOT.
Okay, Jacob, game 3 is here.
Someone needs to make a PETERBOT song like the LeBron one. I'm sure someone's made a PETERBOT song. It probably just sucks.
To go ahead and pair up with one another after that. Again, randomness that happened in game 1 with this small contest from Visuals and Crew.
The answer is yes. Yes, he would.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be the same contest, especially
with here we go. Speaking of, is it Pete versus Visuals now? Let's make this about Pete.
In that last game. So I think for them, they're going to do their same strategy. Get the train, PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual. Visual with Braids and Minish. They're going to loot up their Foxy floodgates.
We ain't fighting anymore.
Spots opening up for game number 2. We saw Taki, Ishao, and Vert, two of them reaching their first FNCS finals. That was Foxy, that was Flooded Frogs monster that I wouldn't say opened up, that was contested. So now somebody just gets it uncontested.
Yeah, it's definitely a big difference, right? Getting your drop spot uncontested.
Lame.
And let's talk about the dynamics, how this is going to change in the game. Taki, Ishu, and Vert were the team that seemed to be pretty much.
I think someone landed Crime. I don't know if anyone will be brave enough to land Crime. We'll see.
They made the play for it twice.
Come on, Jeff.
Clearly, it ends up paying off. So now that is kind of evolving here, this end game is going to be a very interesting one. But
I don't know why Jeff thought he was going to get uncon Lone Wolf. That was questionable decision from me.
Oh, this is Asian Jeff. Oh my.
It's a very griefable SWAT.
Where's Jeff's teammates at?
What is going on? Hey, Gishev with the tier 1.
Bro, Jeff was
Wait,
fighting
we
for
win this?
so long.
Wait. Are we actually get Lone Wolf loot? Wait a second. Don't let him go. Come on. Guys.
Oh.
Guys, you need this loot quickly. This is your chance to actually have a game. Guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now we're getting third partied. Well.
Do a little bit of bait and switch if they have to, but remember, he's still down in the stairs. Finally, it's going to get cleaned up as soon as they go.
They need to go reboot now. Oh, they're the other team's already here.
To save his teammate, but it's Skater. I just read him just 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, that was a pretty high.
In your pajamas. It's okay. It's a pajama kind of
This
day.
is old. Go to the new games. What? This is game 3. What are you talking about?
Oh, Play-Doh. You were eating Play-Doh. It's salty. You eating Play-Doh, sweetie? Sorry. Play-Doh's salty. I ate it too, so I know. I mean, Play-Doh looks like you're supposed to eat it. Let's be real.
Over at Shogun Solo 2 because it's so isolated from the rest of the entire map that it's very
See, chat's backing you up. Hey, Play-Doh as well. Don't worry.
Get Storm Surge early on in the game, so being contested
We don't
might be
shave
a
you.
blessing. But you're seeing the effects of a lot.
You're not gonna get sick. No, Play-Doh is literally designed to be eaten because they know kids are gonna eat it. Like, you don't want to like have it for lunch, but like.
Already first zone 78 players. I feel like this is
Obviously, check with your Play-Doh, but there's lots of brands of Play-Doh. Our one is edible because they know kids are gonna try to eat it.
I agree. I mean, listen, this is really starting to heat up now. You can see the hand wraps are off here. This is all knuckle to knuckle right now. It's going down here. Omizi, K, and Cyclops, the team elimination, really setting themselves up for success. We already had an in-game finish here at the Magic Mosses. Unlikely that
Yeah,
goes the same
both of
way,
them
but
do.
Wait a second here. Matt and V kind of kicking things off for a second here with Jason Drizzy trying to play
Is that your baby? This is. I know some of you guys only watch me during FNCS. This is my daughter. This is Charlotte. Say hi, Charlie.
We're getting pushed right into the rest of this trio, so have to be very careful now as they're likely asking for more than they can chew here.
Do they even know they're there? Because Tony, Noisy, and Creon have been there
Good.
just hiding at
What'd
the
you
black
see?
market, baiting it because they know how many teams
Oh.
actually use this location
What did you
to
see?
kind of
What's
re-up or
happening?
just get resources in general. And just like we've seen some of those
Oh,
fights
it's because
in
you
game
can see
number
the
one, they're gonna
Wiggles
sneak
greatest
around,
hits. Are you fucking
wait
kidding
for
me?
a
I mean,
lot
are
of
you
the
flipping
damage to
kidding
pop
me?
off, possibly
You can
knock a
see the
defeat, and that's when
Spotify
they're going to
album
go
cover
ahead
of the
and use it
Wiggles.
as a green light to
Oh
go.
my god.
Until then, they're just gonna sneak their way
She can
around
see
and
the
wait for that
album
perfect
cover of the
time to go.
Wiggles that's on my Spotify recently played from the car ride yesterday.
Cyclops.
Are you kidding me?
Again, holding it down right now, but look at the material count. Run low, even
Wow. This is just insane. Well, 1 second, I'm gonna. I got you. 1 second.
Whoa!
We won't tell Mom that.
Trio comes in and tries to attack, and
Alright,
it
here you go,
seems like
sweetie.
they
There's the
managed to
Wiggles.
defend themselves somehow, even against that.
They really turned
I'm
that
gonna
one
get
down.
mad at
Creon's just
us now.
running out. He's like, I need
So
to
I showed Wiggles for 5 seconds on
Get
stream.
mad at us now.
So I was trying to show you guys how funny the tree of
Really
wisdom
up to
is.
how long these teams actually stay around Magic Mosses, and there's
No, chat, I can't play it for you. 5 seconds on stream. So I was trying to show you guys how funny the tree of wisdom is. I've never shown anything on YouTube that's got me a live strike before. The Wiggles do not mess around. I'm not risking it.
Too early.
Unfortunately, I'm not showing you the Wiggles.
9 players alive right now. It's only zone 2. Things are
It gave me like a
just
full
getting
message that was
started
like, if you continue to play this content, your YouTube channel could be permanently banned. I was like, whoa, whoa, Wiggles. All right, my bad.
Here. I mean, Is this going to make things more difficult later for the teams that haven't gotten active? I mean, I'm not even sure at this point.
Oh, NPen.
For those teams that are not even necessarily below as NPen
You got PC, but
on the Polka. That's a third party coming in from a team that
what are the Wiggles?
already
It's a
was
kids TV
contested at
show.
that spot, but
They like sing and dance.
Up the higher values of Storm Surge. So if you're kind of at the bottom but still above the threshold, if you're below the threshold, that's where it's going to be exponentially harder for you zone after zone after zone to get above that threshold
No.
to really dictate your
No,
own
I got a
game.
live
This
strike.
is
It was like
still
your
only
YouTube channel could be
zone 2
permanently
out of
banned.
12.
It was the
So
first time I've
getting
ever
that
shown
damage
this giving me
very,
that.
very early on, whether
She
you fight
saw the album
out
cover in my
first
recently
elimination or
played of
not
the Wiggles
is
and started
crucial.
freaking out. Like that tiny image of the Wiggles greatest hits.
And Penn Oliver, and of course Larson right now doing very well.
So Wiggles, mom, go away.
Their strategy, playing the outskirts here, widely sweeping around the map.
Yeah, she's about to start crying. I can hold her for a bit. I can
Let's
leave her.
get back on
Yeah.
over to Creon.
So you can watch the
here.
Wiggles for a bit. We'll give mom a break.
He's trying to get to that reboot card. Cyclops and K have not left. They've kind of based down in
Go
this
away, Bob.
general area here, but I do believe the card was more closer to the lodge, so let's see if Creon can pick it up.
I can almost imagine they're waiting around the reboot cards. They haven't really had to move far because of how many eliminations, how much loot was there, and then just a few steps away south of them
Hey, Rick
is
with the
gonna be
Brian?
black market, where if they do have enough gold, they can kind of re-up any resources that they need, if anything. But for now, Creon's just going to have to probably use the entirety of the time on that reboot cards to make sure that nobody is floating around, instead of just trying
What
to
is she?
beeline
She's
his
like a
way
year and a
to his
quarter?
ultimate demise.
Yeah, he undoubtedly knows
Year and
this
a
team's
third.
still here. Just trying to catch any kind of sound cue. There it is. Gets a little close to this team. Into the base. All right. So
She's sippy cup.
does
Ace
seem
has been
like
helping with
Cyclops
my
and Lazy and K are going
very
to be
soft
looking to
throat.
rotate out here. So Creon should be able to pick up this card here in a couple moments. Wait, they come back.
Ooh, Pete. Pete versus Cease.
One guy just has to wait it out on
Also
that side of the map.
now you watch the Fortnite. There
We're
we go.
seeing PETERBOT, Ritual, and Cold just trying to really up their surge game this time around. You're seeing, by their standards, the disastrous 2 games that they've had so far. Even though game
This is
1
who you
was a
have to
7th
beat.
place with double-digit eliminations.
This is PETERBOT.
And now they're going
Thinking in
up
about
against
12
Preston
years.
and Joe, relatively new
Hopefully,
team,
he's
Cease
fallen
with all
off a
the
little bit.
experience.
And that's when you
And
can take.
already he's getting pressed by Cold on the other side, and PETERBOT's just waiting for somebody to make that wrong move,
mind.
and that's where he's going to pop that good shot, especially with Cease isolated by himself. Joe's going to be the first one down. Cold makes the first play and gets the first elimination of the round.
Really
Bro,
showing
we're
how
looking at
Cold
Peter's
is
team right now.
holding his own up against
Well.
Cease, backs off Cease, finds the side angle, takes down Joe before he can even
That looked a bit
react.
easy.
Really just being the playmaker here for this
Cease
fight
is
here.
washed.
And I like the strategy adjustment. They're saying, hey, you know what? Let's stay inside the storm. Right? Let's
Yeah,
not
did he
chase
dance
the
it?
team into the edge of zone where other teams are going to be rotating. Instead, let's take something a little more isolated here at the canyon cross, and it seems like it works out for them very well. And all right, that's what they needed. They needed the fight.
Cease.
They needed the damage.
Down.
They have that now.
Cease
Let's see
just
if they
got
can
put
secure
down.
Positioning. Back on over to Creon, who is in a bit of a scramble here. I'd have to assume he didn't get the card if he's still walking around.
Hey,
although he's been
FNCS
spotted out.
2037. Watch out. That's all I'm
I
saying.
think maybe one. Maybe
wanna keep it? Okay.
one. He does
Maybe
have
one.
the throwable launch pad. But obviously, we know in this situation, especially with how good players have been, that's just almost asking to kind of get targeted out of the sky. So he has to kind of run it on foot. No other mobility. But luckily, that team isn't going to go after him. And I do like it. Even if he has one reboot card, get one teammate back. Just take it step by step. You don't have to go all in this one moment, especially with 23 total teams still left alive.
A lot of sneaking around going on in today's,
back
today's broadcast.
That's how I would
Look
play.
at this.
Everyone's snaky.
Look at this. Uh-oh. One to the left, 2 on the right. Pick your poison. Oh, no. One comes up the middle. And he gets shut down immediately. You love to see it. Well, back.
What is going on right now? Are we still watching another fight? in
Spooky has a
Storm?
laptop.
Circa have
Wait, how far in Storm are we?
Yep.
We just ran past. Why
What's the
didn't you
snake from?
follow
It's the
us?
Razor.
But now they're
It's the
deep in
Razor
zone.
mascot. This is Snaky.
And Cirque only has
Making the
one
Razor's
splash, so really the HP really has to be on Havoc. Otherwise, they're going to have to disengage and revisit the opportunity at this reboot card.
You think Fortnite will fall off? Don't know, man. As long as they keep putting prize money into open competitive tournaments, like people still keep playing it. But they signed a deal with Blast, the company running this broadcast right now, and like organizing the Pro-Am and the Globals and stuff. And that lasts for this year and 2 more years. So we at least have 2 more years after this year of LAN. So like, I don't think Fortnite competitive's like going anywhere downhill in the next 2 years, man. It might not be at like the current peak it is right now, because this is crazy, but you know what I mean?
It's just disintegrating before them here.
Like Fortnite's always going to go up and down, but as far as like to the point where it's actually genuinely fallen off, like definitely not in the next 2 years.
No, if you want to get it, just click the link if you're on like if you're on your iPhone, just click that link because you can only do it through the membership link.
You never know, bro. I mean,
it's because of like Apple
World
fees
Cup was gonna be
that
the
they don't
peak, and
have
I
it,
thought
the
when
join
Chapter
button on
5
Apple.
Season 1 went crazy. I thought that was an anomaly, and then last season went nuts. Like it's just been like, bro, the last 2 years of
No,
competitive.
you should use money on member.
Too far ahead, just in case his 2 teammates do need that extra movement boost.
Having the Mongol Savage return and then run that vibes into PETERBOT, like starting his run, has just been awesome, dude. And then end of Chapter 5, we had all the EU guys come to NA, like, so good, bro. We had the Asian Jeff blow up, the Moneymaker blow up, like, OG got so many people back talking about Fortnite. It's just been like a really nice, perfect storm for a couple of years now, bro.
Team's farm. But okay, G-Monster Bryson Ose secured this launch pad here. Just scouting around before, of course, taking it, making sure they're capped off for the flight ahead. That'll make all the difference if a team decides to focus.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Savage is in Group 3, so he'd be playing next Sunday.
If you don't think PETERBOT has had any factor in the viewership we have, I just don't know what to tell you. Like, you got to be like a delusional level of
right when they're on the edge, they can surprise attack while in zone. But you're seeing the edge of it overall in the fourth zone.
Most people tell you it's just PETERBOT. At least I credit other people too.
Primarily all the way towards the west, mostly towards the north as well. And they're initially just going to box up, but that Stacks by himself. You see how much ground they're trying to cover as a team, because if you're one of the teams that lands over there originally, most of the teams are going to rotate towards the east, towards the south.
Moving to Central?
In that direction. So since they're one of the teams that made that decision to stay on this side of the map, they have priority.
Yeah, I mean, if you want zero ping, you move closer to
I'm not
Dallas.
going to lie, chat. This heat is actually one of the better heats of NA. I think a lot of you guys expect heats to be way more stacked, but you got to remember, it's the top 99 teams. So in most groups, at least half the lobby has never made a grand. That's just like how groups work.
This fight is, and the confidence from
Ooh,
G-Monster right
G
here.
Money.
No, he gets coned up.
I want G Money. I want G Money to win this, but I like Golden too.
Quickly recovers
I
though.
want G Money.
And notice how they're playing this. G-Monster kind of being that X factor, right? Playing the side angles.
See Osid, G-Money staying together, all 3 of them now converging into the same box, and this is where they got to make that decision, as G-Money is already kind of preemptively pre-tarping in front to try to cut off some angles, but the zone pulling further and further away. Just outside of Brutal Boxcars, they're going to be one of the first teams out of these 2 to try to rotate out, get in position, because they know, even though that team's there, they have to worry about them. They don't know how many other teams have already beat them on their rotation because of how long they were actually in zone just to get to this point.
That's right, and the more you shoot, the more attention you attract. Creon seems like he has not been able to pick up his team, and even if he did, they're not in the game at the moment. He's still lingering around the Magic Mosses, right? At this point, he can't even make a break. Anywhere new.
Come on. Say bye, Wiggles.
And this is like a, I don't want to say a tough situation to be in by any means, but a round to start this game, 2nd place in terms of consistency. So he's just trying to get the most he can out of this game as a solo, because if he were just kind of get a 0-point game, that kind of puts you in a hole with teams being able to catch up. But if he can at least manage a top 10, a top 12 situation, that'll at least keep the points going forward, and they can stay on top of that top 5 consistency leaderboard. It's PETERBOT, Cold Ritual, straight to the island. 1 medallion, I feel like, is just not enough for a team like this. They're going to be able to capture both both of the medallions in this game.
Overgaze for a kid. Yeah, she's doing well, man.
And that little bit of bubble shield.
She's in a fun age. She's just getting sick all the time.
Isn't necessarily a massive game changer,
Fortunately.
but in those tight situations,
Okay.
just being able to pop it, even though you may not necessarily use the overall shield, that kind of gives you a little bit of extra cover in the end game.
I mean, you think about it, it also affects the splashes, right? So, Super Shield Medallion, definitely, it's good, right? Gives you more options and more options in the likes or the hands of a team like Ritual Cult and PETERBOT is going to go a long way. And Penn Oliver and Larson get the first update, though, of the threshold here. They're very much above it. G-Monster, Bryson, Osid are as well, but look at this. They're on the hunt here, right outside.
Hey, Commodore with tier 1, thank you, bro.
Spotted Creon, who was trying to make a...
We're thinking this might be the Pete win. Chat, who's feeling the Pete win here? Who are you thinking? Chat, do you think Pete wins this game? Yes or no?
They caught him out there. And now the pressure's on here. This is pretty greedy of them if they're fully chasing for the elimination, but no.
I don't think they're going to try and commit to griefing visuals. I mean, if they get a really good second, though, wait, how many points are they on? I'm trying to figure out if they get enough points to guarantee the qual without the win, will they then start just literally landing on visuals?
Watch Pete.
Outside of there as well, which we know the gold splash
Pete is fine, man.
A huge resource for anybody's game.
So Pete going this game was 66. No, okay, yeah, never mind.
Why have we been
Yeah,
watching the same guy as a solo the whole time?
So if we got like a high kill second, but then that would still leave it down to the next 2 games, which like that could be risky.
Chance for Creon to get his teammates back.
We'll
For the
see.
rest of this game, it's him and him only.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you know, you could kiss that plan goodbye. That one's not
Either that or now
happening.
that visuals have started dropping back on just Foxy and not going for the server, maybe Pete's kind of comfortable now that in Grands he won't do it.
Not looking good though for Champ 7, QK, and Cole. When we tuned in, I think Champ's was
EJ
alive.
Tower with the tier 1.
Looks like he's down.
Who is Cole?
Dissolved pretty quickly. And they just have a short window
Oh, I
for
thought you were
the
talking about. I thought you misspelled
zone
cold.
here.
I did not realize there's coal on my screen. I don't know, man.
And this is a big game for a good chunk of the lobby.
A team that got top 99. This is the problem when you make West its own region.
Where you're at on the leaderboard.
I feel like Heat should be like top 66 instead of top 99. And then you have 2 Heats.
Edge you a win? Oh my god, Wedgie.
And then like top 15 in each Heat qual, so top 10 overall. Or we can do 6 games, so like.
What's up, Dollar?
They're ready to take on the full trio. 274 below the damage
Oh,
threshold.
yeah, this is bad.
And then you have top 6. I mean, what do we call it? The 6 winners of each game, and then you can have whatever you call it.
They need too
Bro,
far below
what?
it to be complacent with rotating into zone, and it's going to cost them everything there. Max, Smiley, and Saul pretty happy about that pickup there. They have the damage they needed coming into this fight, but that's just going to give them all the cushion that they know and need now, not to worry moving forwards.
Not wrong.
129 right now.
I mean,
Just
they're
might make one
good
more
on
tee after
Surge
this
right
game.
now.
The final push through.
In a spot to get focused too much as they clean
You
up
have to
that
get
last
top
little
99
bits.
in
Get whatever
you just
will
gotta get top
Absolute
99.
max pull zone. Wait, isn't that where Pete was on the island? Did Pete just pull zone on island?
Entirety of the lobby. I honestly think they are one of the
I think that's a
farthest
good
teams that has to
thing.
rotate through this next zone. Luckily for them, though, Monster at 610 above the damage threshold, so they have a little bit of flexibility.
If Pete's on the island, it's gonna be hard for him to get
So
off.
if you didn't get qual today, you have to win last chance? Yes. Yeah. If you don't qual through your group, then you need to get one of the 3 spots in last
That's
chance.
not even the real Smiley, man. Some random.
Take a look at the highlights really quickly from Salt's perspective. Gets the great angle here.
That's a very
Gets
good
on the
rotate, yes.
outskirts,
Hey, Tyler,
plays
2
it
on for
in,
2.
Knows Vedits needs a piece of it, and then takes him out. A very smooth elimination there. And look at that. The team that was trailing them decides, hey, look, we got to rotate too. They don't take the fight necessarily. They all decide to go ahead and move in. This is the better decision.
Crazy if one has the stream last chance. Yeah, but I got you. I'll jump in replays and like fully cast and I'll do my best.
Don't know how to rotate. Let's be honest.
So you're saying I don't have to shoot the guy in front of me on this?
No, you
Racy?
do. You do. No, you definitely got to shoot him.
Learn something new every day, and a little bit of a slower game coming out of PETERBOT.
He kills the tier 1.
I think they're realizing what's really at stake. They got those.
Oh, they are slowing down a bit here. This does seem like they're going for the win. I'm going to be honest.
1,000 above the damage threshold, and now they just simply have to focusing to make it from one zone to the next towards this end game. But you're seeing PETERBOT look above, trying to spot out those opportunities. That's Curve, Shadow, and Tyler. They're getting tagged up by a whole nother trio, and this is their green light. They're trying to pounce, separate at least one of them from the rest of the team, but the shots come firing back. 50 damage off of both Ritual and PETERBOT, and that's sure to slow them down.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Game 1 was pretty good. Look at their points. They picked up a lot of points. I mean, a huge effort in Game 1. Game 2 is kind of a setback, so it almost balances out their Game 1 pop-off, if you will. So they really do need to take the lead here by getting another big end game, and I don't blame them.
PETERBOT with another kill.
Wedgie takes down Spider-Man Black 9.
Spider-Man
The
Black
GOAT.
9. Spider-Man Black 9 is in this heat.
Yeah, Cold not moving for a second there. It's kind of got me freaked out as well, but I'm going to wait and see. Yo, Bucci, thanks for 500 biddies, bro.
Ooh, Joji's gets a triple kill.
Oh my gosh.
Joji's going to get another kill.
This low ground spot, too many teams can
Donnie getting killed.
kind of see them here. They're in the sight lines of everyone.
Oh, Cold's still beaming here, so we're good. I think Cold's chilling. Are they moving? Is Cold moving? Where are they? Hey, they're moving. We're chilling, baby.
Cold did not crash, man.
Wedgie making the late rotate. Visuals taking the high ground. Oh, shit.
You asked the question, who's going to get high ground, especially after Taki, Ishao, and Vert are out of this lobby. They went for it 2 out of 2 games.
He's in. This is a huge material commitment. There it is. He's going to be able to touch ground here. And now they are very much set up for success here. But spreading themselves a little.
Ooh, Edgy goes down. Wait, that's not good for
Higgs.
Edgy.
No, Higgs is a fake Higgs
Empen
chat.
needs this game.
Oh, shit. Well, OG's not winning here.
Oh. Oh, Cold. Cole goes down. Ooh, PETERBOT. Oh, that could have been.
Oh, here we go. He's starting to get some momentum going.
If that was a better team.
Grounds to play with. Chance is not even trying to make a peep here. Doesn't want to move. He's one edit away from the lobby.
Shadow Curve and Tyler right above them, though. And they have the edit. No.
I don't think
Brain
he's going to do
explosion from
great at
Shadow.
globals. That's the thing. Because they're going to fight better teams.
Boxing up on the
Unless
wall
they
that
find
isn't
like an
theirs.
OC
That's
team
risky.
they can fight. Because if they're like try fighting like an EU team that's qualled, like they're not gonna be able to just like kill them for Surge like that. But you know it is Pete at the end.
Yeah, visuals on high ground, Pete on low ground, bro. The script is scripting, man. Look at him, bro. The 2 teams.
If he
Bit of
did
beef
Spooky,
today.
you will be timed out.
Mini Shed's putting pressure on a Ritual. Oh, shit. Bray's now on the 0 ping in Dallas. Gonna be a big buff to him. They might need it. We might have to be fighting Pete here for the 3v3 at the end. We'll see. We have seen a lot of teams aggressively go for height earlier today, though, so Visuals might not have this until the very end.
Yeah,
we'll
it
see.
is like 10 minutes behind.
Visuals tried to take the server farm game 1 whale, and it... So... Pete has been forced to triple drop at the server farm every game.
Tactical play here. You can see even under all of this pressure, still making strategic decisions to
Like the Dilbit server farm thing that's at Foxy. Have you even seen it, Whale? It's like the big room with all the computers and shit in the mountain at Foxy where Pete starts.
Ooh, Pete gets another kill.
Oh. 7 elims. Pete Ritual Cold looking good. 8 elims is good points. This is good points. Wait a second. Pete versus Mini Shed here would be big.
HP's gonna come back up in no time, and they finally come online. They don't need high ground. They don't need a high number of eliminations early in the game because they've got 9, and those eliminations.
Oh, they're in such a good spot. Wait a second. It's actually going to be Pete versus Braids at this point, bro. Everyone's shambles. No one's going behind. It's going to be Pete versus Braids. Dude, this season's scripted, I swear to God. G-Money goes down. Where's Edgy? Did Wedgie go down? No, Wedgie went down.
I'm trying to figure out how there's still 15 players or something like that in the game. This is too small of a lobby to have this many players here. Someone's got to crack.
No, I'm saying the opposite. This is a dead game because of the mountain. Only 11 players on 11 zone. This is dead as shit.
Oh, here comes PETERBOT. Oh.
Oh, Ozone and Void getting dropped here, maybe.
Ooh, Ritual goes down.
As Pete and Cold as a duo.
Ritual selling again.
Collapsed in on the backside.
Oh.
Ozone sitting on that floor was clean.
Cold is at 7 eliminations. He's at 7 eliminations. Look at this. They are cooking.
It might not even be Visuals versus PETERBOT.
Cold at an extra chug jug. He tells
This
PETERBOT,
is not looking like a PETERBOT win.
I got you. Now they're full health. Now they're able to bypass a couple more eliminations.
They have so much
3v2v2.
Even though there's a team on the high ground they have to worry about, that's Ozone and Void. And right now, Cold and PETERBOT are sharks in the water, and they're ready.
Oh, they're spraying. Playz is spraying.
From the high ground, PETERBOT knows exactly where to move.
Pete with the phase in the aggression, bro. Cold goes down, though. It's going to be a 1v3. Pete versus Height in the 1v3. 9 eliminations.
Wait.
If Pete wins this, absolute cinema, bro. I swear this shit is scripted if Pete wins this. There's no chance. Not even Pete, bro.
Oh.
Right. No, Visual's got heal off as well.
You just push it down the heel off.
Wait. Okay. All right. Okay. Had me thinking for a second. Had me actually thinking for a second, bro. That we only Pete makes us think like, oh, maybe 19 kills second. But hey, Visual, Braids, and Mini Shed. They did what a lot of people wanted them to do, man. They started taking some loot from Pete. They stood up to Pete, and then they won the game. Nice. All right, we'll make this one Braids chat. It's nice. It's with a Z. If you guys win some V-Bucks, try to do a Braids in chat.
Interesting game. Interesting game.
B-R-A-Y-D-Z Braids. W Braids. Good shit. All right, Braids through, baby.
Cold died the fall. He just said he died the storm.
I should have kept him on my prediction, man. I should have kept him on the prediction. They were conned. Then they got unconned. All right, we go again, chat. Hey, no Pete. Pete's having to play game 4. That's huge points. Pete, I think Pete's now qualled though. I'm pretty sure Pete's qualled off that game now almost.
Wait, is...
Damn, what a game, bro. What a game. Thanks
for 89th edition of the Masters.
Wow.
All right.
It is so difficult to not talk about what Peter
I'll
just did there.
I'll be right back.
It's so difficult to not talk about Peter.
They got themselves a victory royale. What's crazy is they didn't have the bat in the inventory. Without a kneecapper, it's kind of difficult
It's so
to play
difficult to
high ground,
not
but
talk
see them
about
still
Peter, but-
walk away. I guess, you know, Kelly, it's kind of easy to play height when you're kind of sitting.
All right, 10 more seconds, chat. Then we'll call the Braids giveaway.
To start eliminating people.
So, chat, if you guys want some V-Bucks, have the Braids in chat, and then keep an eye on your Switch whispers. Anyone can win.
Yeah, I would say that that
Cost
does
you
make things
nothing.
a little bit easier for you, especially when less teams are trying to steal height away from you because everyone's just getting eliminated on the low ground. But we knew that Braids Visuals
we'll call
and
that, chat. Thank you for
Diminish was
entering.
able to do this. We talked about them
Oh
at
my
the start.
God,
that we knew that they were
FNCS,
gonna be making
baby.
it into the Major 2
I love
finals.
FNCS so much,
And
chat.
just
Thanks for
watching
joining
them
me.
kind of
Thanks
control
for being
high
here.
ground all the
You guys
way
are
from
great.
8th zone on, which is something, Vivid, that we keep seeing time and time again now. This kind of early ground height control that we typically don't see. I'm glad to see them find their footing after 3 games and to make their way into the Major 2 finals.
Oh yeah, I mean that 8th zone pool was just incredibly awesome for Visuals, Braids, and Diminish, right? They were the only one on the east side. That's exactly where the zone pulled to, and to boot it actually went up a mountain. So it kind of just fell right into their laps. They played it so perfectly. They ramped all the way up. I was like, they're playing kind of close to the rest of the lobby, even though they could go to the top of this mountain. And like Zeke mentioned, no kneecappers. They got to be a little wary of the fall damage that they can actually take. But still, a perfectly played out game. Everything kind of fell right into the right spot for that trio.
Okay. Congratulations to them. I want to make sure you guys have your time in the sun. I want to talk about
She
this
looked at what I
20
said.
elimination victory from PETERBOT.
soft and
And I'm going to talk about this after this break. That's right. We'll be right
she's
back.
singing on
Bye.
Spotify. She's singing a tiny little thing. Your eyesight is very, very good. Astoundingly good. Oh, sweetie, it's okay. Bye. Oh, dude, I love how I can pretend it's for me. It's not for me. She's not crying for me. You're okay, sweetie. I've only got 2 more games and then we're going to go to the park. I'll take her to the park. That's one thing I tell you about working from home, chat. Working from home is great because you get to see them more often. And also, when you got to go back to work, it's so much harder. Okay, we got Taki, Visuals, and Aviv winning the first 3 games. Then we got Ritual, Shadow,
Two more
Josh,
games.
Sigma, and Noisy. W.
PETERBOT's
so
basically
Josh,
qualified
quite
already.
surprising here. Sigma, I'm not as surprised about, but Josh causes a magma. I'm gonna be real. I know nothing about this team. Like, genuinely zero.
They lost the 1v3 last
What's our
season.
earnings combined? 500, 1300, 1100. Maybe I should have heard more about them then. I feel like that's enough where I probably should have like started to notice them. Good stuff though. Hell yeah.
Got 1v3 last season.
Magma got 1v3'd by Donnie. Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember this now. Yeah, I remember this now.
Bro does not remember that. Ooh, craze. Oh my gosh. We have so many good Joji, like Bryce, Craze, Edgy, Oliver, Def. So many teams that could be in grands or just like selling right now. They need a good game here. Dang, ceases. Ugh. You shouldn't have dropped Blake, man. Bro got an ego because he made grands last season in his old age. And then drop Blake.
Hey, Sushi, thanks for coming a member
Oh,
on YouTube.
this one's
Appreciate
so
y'all. Thanks
good.
for the likes and subs on the YouTube stream too, chat. Appreciate your first FNCS streaming on YouTube. I will be live for every round of FNCS on YouTube, so appreciate you guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, Tayson's parents are mad supportive too.
Hi, we're back. Okay, so like we were talking about, PETERBOT 20 elimination game. What in the heck are these guys doing? What's crazy too?
Zeke always glazing, man. Bro.
Yeah, true, Modes. You called the peak game 4 win. Let's see if you're right.
In the first two games, they had to be revived by, or rebooted rather, by Ritual. Game 2, PETERBOT got stuck up on, got eliminated.
I still find Queasy's dad having the same energy as Queasy to be so funny. Oh yeah, Papa Queasy.
Come back with that confidence.
Definitely got the Queasy energy. You can see where he got it from.
Man, dude, they put on a performance, almost getting the victory royale. If things had maybe just kind of just a scotch differently.
You know, Zeke, I feel like we need to add another region to North America, the NAP region, which is just North American PETERBOT, where he just plays by himself, because that's exactly what we got to see here. He was in a league of his own. So, same thing with Cole.
They are
as well.
just blazing.
Ending off second place with 20
NAP.
eliminations, but of course we saw
Can you
that
look at this link I'm about to send in chat? Okay, let me know. Send it to me.
Solo run like what we got to see from the Major 1 finals, but once again just barely missing out Vivid. Is this a sign for things to come, or is this just kind of them playing out the group stage with the confidence knowing they're going to make their way into
For me personally,
them just playing the way they play.
On making conclusions about how we can kind of expect the finals to go so far. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's going to be a good trio all the time, right? Some of the plays they kind of.
You're not gonna like my answer. That's all I'm just gonna say.
I gotta say, you know, speaking about fun and being entertained and all that, it's kind of like, all right, you know, you see PETERBOT in a 1v3 and you kind of slide down your chair a little bit, right? And you start to like relax.
I see your vision slow, but for me, I don't have that vision.
This is PETERBOT, and all of a sudden you perk up.
Yo, what's up, Mini Shed? Good stuff, bro. Congrats, man.
PETERBOT just makes it look like it's possible every single time. Crazy stuff for him to just.
Oh, yeah,
so how does it feel that
I want to explain the end game, but I want to focus on the end game. I don't know if Whale's still here.
By himself for a total of 20 amongst the trio. Finally, a good game out of PETERBOT, Ritual, and Cole.
And I just love too the usage of that coin, right?
Just a PETERBOT montage of break, yeah, pretty much.
Bubble. I'm gonna start it here. I'm gonna drop this shield bubble, and now we
Yo,
have
OG, thanks for Prime, man.
Extra layer of protection. We can kind of navigate these layers as we need to, and to just think, like, so game 1, 7th place, 10 elims. Game 2, 21st place, 1 elim. Game 3, second place, 20 eliminations.
Bro, are we not going to talk about who won the game?
Mini shit doesn't even know what happened to it. That's what happened to me?
Yeah, gods can bleed. I'm just kidding. No, they can't. They're back at the top. Like
I'll be right back, chat.
They're not even just in first place through consistency. They are 33 points ahead. You can see how far away everyone else is, especially to someone like Shadow, Curve, and Tyler, who have had a pretty decent performance today. For them to still just be so vastly ahead, and obviously that is due to the eliminations that they are able to claim time and time again. But obviously we do need to give a little bit of flowers to Curve, Shadow, and Tyler.
Yeah, a little
although
bit.
They haven't really
Yeah, a
been
little bit of
able to
flowers.
reclaim
A flower.
that
One
second
singular
place
flower,
game
maybe.
that we saw from game number 2. Still being able to make it into the end game, 7th place with a handful of eliminations is going to hold them up in our consistency leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, incredible game from them, right? Kind of keeping themselves in that conversation.
Not in
towards
the muscle
top of
legs,
the
that's not a
leaderboard.
good sign.
2 games left, though, Kelly. I think it's time that we kind of start to have a conversation about how many points we can kind of expect to be quote-unquote safe for that top 5 consistency. So I went ahead and took a look at major number 1, and over the course of the 3 groups, it was like an average between like 183 to 205, and then over on EU today, top 5 in consistency was actually like 211. So we're kind of, I guess we could kind of use the baseline of around like 200 points when we look at the leaderboard as like something to keep an eye on, right? Going into game number 4 here. Expect it to be around that threshold.
I guess. Okay, so I hear you, but like how many of those points, like there's still like this PETERBOT effect to the equation, right? Because we know PETERBOT's going to steal away so many of those points. So maybe it's not even like 200s, right? Maybe it is like, I don't know, 160, 170. Like if we have another game like this, I could see that. But we've also seen them fall 2 games in
Ready
a
for the
row.
craze,
So it's like,
the craze qual? Yeah, craze qual would be good vibes, man.
Right, in these next 2 games.
I don't think we're going to see what we saw, especially in game number 2, where they went down to Storm Surge. I think we're going to be seeing more of the atypical PETERBOT, Ritual, and Cold in these final 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people kind of wish, like, oh, I just do not want them to qualify in the first game. Please don't qualify in the first game. And we're getting a game 4 out of PETERBOT.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
Let's see what they can do with it.
You're right. It's that time. Game number 4. Monster D phase, Jacob PR. Take us away.
They're talking about right now consistency, PETERBOT and consistency, but there's still 2 games left, and imagine, Monster, the implications if PETERBOT wins this next game. And
how did MJ mess them up?
On the bottom of that consistency leaderboard.
One elimination game is nothing to overlook at. Clearly, they are one of the dominating trios here.
Dominated.
I just asked him to, okay?
It's a game 4. Anything can happen. Let's see it.
Alright, chat.
Rex Ace5 gifted, bro.
Do I still have the leaderboard?
Blur?
Big teams need good games here. Bryce, Joji, Emmer Craze, Edgy, Oliver.
Some good teams are going to get us line here, though, still.
Whatever Asian Jeff is.
Shadow, Bryce. Now that we've got visuals too, that's good.
Is Clix still hosting?
Ooh, wait, Jeff unconned.
Wait, Jeff is unconned.
Big.
Boys.
Big vibe.
I'll max out all your tugs.
2 games unconned can go.
We're all gonna have 6. Jeff's looking good.
Go holla. Jeff, what are you doing?
The dream run.
Let's just say maybe the damage that they were lacking, right, in games 1 and 2, which were a little
Let's
bit
go,
more
Jeff.
stacked. So
I have not Rexy. Thanks 5 gifted though, bro. I don't really pay attention to many orgs in Fortnite, man. I'm guessing it's a Fortnite org. I don't pay too much attention, man. I'm gonna be honest, just because so many come and go.
Open up, things in theory should ease up a little bit. The tension, right, that unfolds on the map should play out a little bit more smoothly.
So who's now going Foxy?
These games, but we still have these outliers in the game, like Ritual, PETERBOT, and Cold, Shadow, Curve, and Tyler, who...
Yeah, sorry, you should have heard me this morning, bro. Oh my god, this morning
Craze is in the last one.
Jazz vibes. Coming out on the airwaves. Yeah, I like the full like jazz radio presenter this morning.
Of their points have been straight from
Camera,
just making it to end game.
Yeah, they have a 14th, a 2nd, a 7th, and then they have 16 eliminations throughout that game. It shows that the recipe is there in terms of being able to pick up that
Look at
VR.
PETERBOT. He's on the train.
I think it's
Wow.
been shown
We on the
throughout
train.
lobby.
We on the
Cold,
train.
Ritual, PETERBOT all together again. Even with Crime City being theirs themselves.
11-2K, not quite 11-2K. That's hard.
Getting a goodbye, John. Oh, I read your message. I just didn't know what to say.
Peter was qualified for Grand 7
Probably
times winning a
Tate.
game, the joint
Of course.
most in the world.
The instant mythic. It's their game to
Interesting.
lose.
That's very interesting, actually. Did he get a lot of reboot round wins then back in the day? Because I feel like most of the good teams qual to grands by winning in this new format, but
Going up against another trio, and then Shadow out the tail end there, forced to disengage for a moment now. Seems like
it's Marexi.
I know who Kelly is. Kelly from the broadcast.
Your players do well. He's the gas, bro.
Maybe we spoke a little too soon about their consistency.
But are you talking about Kelly right now, or Kelly like
Figured it all out now, as they were moving in while they were
10 to 15 years ago?
No. Wait, why are we now? Wait, why are we now contested at flooded? What the fuck?
And you kind
Why
of
is Shadow now con?
What it's doing. The rest of the teams
What?
hearing this noise. Magma, Josh, Causers, they're moving up to try to see if they can take any damage away from this fight. Make it have a smoother transition throughout the rest of the game. Cole, QK champs, kind of business as
Wait,
usual.
Mpen lost and running no OG.
Game 1 victory royale winners that opened up Outlaws Oasis.
Oh, then I don't know who
you're
you're talking about.
Oh.
Oliver OG to move over to the spot. And where
Yeah,
they
that's what I
might
mean.
be
So
Yeah,
the team that's
get
dropping on
them
Jeff is now
subs.
dropping on flooded.
map, I think that could be a chance for
It
Cole
depends.
to gain champs
And then I
to
don't know
really
who,
take
which
advantage
Kelly
of
you're
this side
talking
of the
about.
map, position,
The only other
and try
Kelly
to
I know is
fight
our Kelly.
overall, or just accumulate as much surge off of that one team alone.
Yeah, and clearly they have the advantage. They've already taken down Oliver.
That's
OG,
Australian.
So really showing you that there was a limited amount of information from his side, right? Getting caught out of position there. Meanwhile,
Is that Mordecai?
Magma say, all right, we're gonna come in. We want a third party.
I missed the Mordecai and
Zach's
Rigby
wanted
days.
a full fight, and they're taking it to the team now. But Frog's not been safe today. The plasma gun coming out. That thing is just, it's pretty gnarly, bro. I've used it. I like the way it feels. And you can see it's pretty devastating. I'm surprised we haven't seen more teams.
It just burns a lot of builds.
I think I'll take Tate.
Look at the range on it.
Which is an infinite
There's
ammo,
two now.
just
They've got two
charging
of them,
it
bro.
up.
It's so grief.
It's a lot of resources being used by Nexi because he's the main one they're targeting. When the flank comes in, Josh takes a big shot.
So this is a big deal, this fight, chat. This team's on 141 points right now.
They try to slow things down.
Magma has spent more time alive than any other player. W.
Switches up what they're doing. They switch up the plasma and immediately go right back to work.
Yeah, they're
This team like really needs this. 141 is really good.
Underway, keeping them very much on their toes. They look just ready to answer with the shotgun when it matters. But
No.
do they hit the shots? No! They missed the most important ones.
Well, that's gonna make it a lot harder now.
They just sold again. Back-to-back heats they sell.
And there hasn't been any sight of Shadow returning back.
I think you're thinking of Crims.
Any of his teammates'
But,
cards or anything. So I'm curious.
NCR. You might be thinking of Crims when you say, is it World Cup Craze? Craze is a very new player.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
a
one in
big
World Cup
question,
called
and that's a
Craze
big
unless I'm
team
wrong.
out of the law because we're talking about points and that threshold. If they're gone, that's second place. That makes it.
Or maybe Creo. You might be thinking of Creo as
but
well.
You see, they immediately all three had the same idea. They phase into the box. They take the first one down and turn to take out the other.
Oh, what's going on
Ooh,
here?
Def.
Oh,
Def
be mad if they
Def
die
needs
here.
it.
Both have a lost teammate. And now he's going to be by himself, QK, but it's basically a 1v3. Different angles are there. He's trying to focus on the stacks, but Death comes in to save the day.
Bro,
Gets that
Pete's already
elimination,
qualified,
and
man.
moves him one step closer to the top of the leaderboard.
But Pete's probably doing nothing right now. He's
Man, Creo.
okay.
Ah,
Give
yeah,
it like
knock
5 seconds or like
did
a
it.
minute.
He
He's
does
gonna
it.
be in a fight. He's gonna be
These
keen.
gains here at the Outlaws Oasis, so it's a big chance for them now to go ahead and start to build a substantial lead here. 3 full teams eliminated now, as this early game is just starting to cook up. Let's take a look at the highlight from Stacks, Encrypted, and Def one more time. Champs calling Def. We already knew
good
that,
angle.
they were basically running Oliver OG's team out of the drop, but
Nice
they
reset,
just
too.
fall into the hands of Def, Stacks, and Encrypted here, and
Damn.
they play it well. Look at that.
Some
Oh,
great shots by
the
Encrypted
Hispanic
down
boys are
below.
fighting. Oh, Weeks goes
Especially by
down.
himself,
Damn,
but
yeah, you don't want to
another
mess with
fight after
Creon.
fight. And you're seeing, again,
Creon's
they're
team's
trying to
good
close
fighters,
the gap.
man.
Some teams through eliminations, through getting Storm Surge early. Tony's able to pick up 1 elimination. They have 2 overall, and there goes the
123.
third, as Rovers goes
This
down.
team could clutch the
Another
qual
full
here
team
just with a good game,
right
even
down
without the win.
lobby. And again, you see a third-party team. They're ready to crash. It's non-stop today.
Yeah, unlucky champs.
I'm a big fan of Creon, Tony, and Noisy. A lot of what we've seen today is showcased how experienced they are, but Seems like Jace, Madden, and Drizzy ain't got no respect for this trio right now. They're like, oh,
Oh,
yeah.
they got the scanner down
Wanna
too.
hang out over here by yourself and not rotate early? Let's fight. They're asking for it. Well, let's see if the newcomers got what it takes to go up against these vets.
I think Crayon wins this. I'm not gonna
Who
lie.
are you going with right now?
Bro, what are you saying that
Oh
way?
man, as much as I want to say Drizzy, Jason, Madden, I just think the experience is on the other side. But I
Oh.
will say Jace was able to drop
Tony's
his
a
scanners.
really
They know
fucking good
exactly
fighter,
where
man.
they're at, and that's why you see the little red
Opening up this
outline.
one. Good stuff,
Drizzy
Tony.
sticks up a
Tony
big
makes the
shot,
play in the
almost
perfect
150
timing
damage
between the
coming out from
scans.
Tony, and they're trying to pressure from all angles, and that's why you see his teammates trying to converge, buy more time at survival. And even with big shots, you see nobody is willing to take the risk to try to 50-50 in the box. The splash is coming down, and I can see a disengage coming out momentarily.
See it. Creon. It's tagged big time there. Shield crack comes through. Noisy has to step up to support. And look, they're starting to run out of material. This is starting to look
Maybe I've
pretty
cursed
bad for
them.
the team here.
Maybe I've cursed
On
them. Tony
defense,
goes
and
down.
Tony caught through the builds as well.
Looks like
this trio now wants it.
Jay's team might be better than what I thought.
It's still a
Oh, maybe
2v2
not.
Here, though. Shots come out on both sides, and Drizzy gets
My
it into
Hispanic
the
boys,
side
baby.
angle
Let's
from
go.
Creon,
Vamos.
with Noisy following straight down
That's why I
the
got all my
barrel,
Preds,
they win
baby.
it. And well, if you counted out the veterans, if you counted out the boys that have been in finals before, there you have it. That's why
100%
you
cursed,
can't let
huh?
your guard
Huh?
down and
Huh?
get overconfident, but Storm Surge will force teams to
Nah, this
go
team
ahead
is
and take these
genuinely
fights
very
when they
good
have the
fighting team.
opportunity to.
Like I said, they speak
Just like
Spanish.
that.
They don't speak English, so it's hard for me to hear their comms and understand exactly how like solid they are.
Still another game
But
after this.
this team not placing is definitely not because of their fighting ability.
This highlight right here from Noisy's angle, jumps over. They didn't even see him coming. Boxes this player up, but had the wall. Very cleanly done.
I felt like this was gonna happen. I was looking at that replay. I'm like, wait, that's the full trio right there. That's the first one. Are we about to see a little montage in action based off of
Yeah, they're
back-to-back
Mexican, bro.
fights? And that's 2 trios down. That's a lot of surge, a lot of resources, and a lot of confidence being built up right there.
Ooh, Cole and Ritual got 2 kills. Pete getting carried right now.
PETERBOT Ritual.
The double gold is nice though.
That'd be crazy. Imagine Clay has like an all-time game, like 11 threes or something, puts on the Warriors.
Oh my
Why he teamed up with him, one of the most dominant players in the game as well. And
Oh, why not the Richie kill, bro? What was wrong with the Richie kill?
Pound for pound best fighters.
Probably 'cause the
in all
Richie
of
kill was
Fortnite,
like
not
too
just the
fast.
region
It
on
was
the
like
same
too
team.
good. They
It's
just didn't want to
scary.
show it, you know, would like
Yeah, you see a
intimidate
lot
the
of
other
moments
players.
of greatness just coming out of Cold alone today.
P-Bot.
Very nicely done. I mean,
Peter
That's a lot of-
dealt
of course that
4,600 damage and leads that category by 1,700. I'm not just saying this because of the stat itself, but we literally have Kinch maxing on the broadcast. Like, holy fuck, it's over. Like, it's genuinely over.
entered into their territory. It seems like
We're
they're not
pulling
happy
up
about
Kinch stats mid-finals.
Nah, they always go back to Crime City after their fights. This is how they re-up on a lot of their loot. I don't think they got the memo. Vettits is down below trying to hold on, but that instantly gets stolen by Cold. Him and PETERBOT still staying.
If you guys don't know, Kinch is literally doing the stats for the broadcast now. So it is literally Kinch farming. But now it makes it onto the broadcast too.
But they're staying at it. But PETERBOT shows exactly why it is going to be a risky.
If they get some thermite, it might be over for them.
Oh!
Oh!
You meta with the Prime for 7?
Oh my gosh, he just gets
He gonna finally get his first kill.
before he eventually goes down to PETERBOT, and the full
Steals the no.
trio just drops just like that.
This is crazy because I was about to give so much credit to CR and
You
Playz's
meta?
team. They were playing that masterfully. I mean, you saw the you observed that perfectly.
Clay,
They were playing those
for
3
three.
angles. They made it impossible.
Oh, Jeff,
for
getting
PETERBOT,
elims. Come on,
Ritual
Jeff.
Code to get a
Come
free
on, Jeff
shot.
to Grands,
And
baby.
everything went crumbling down when they decided to key outwards and be in the same position. All of a sudden, all those angles opened up. Watch it one more time. Masterfully done, right? Takes the tag here, notices another, backs his way out. It's just so smooth, right? Waits for him to make the edit. It's like he saw it coming. He read it perfectly.
Oh, Jeff's still going. Let's go.
And he's just so calm and clean with the shots there. Whoa. On the other side, Asian Jeff Skater fighting in the zone right now. This is just in between the Pump Power and the Magic Mosses here.
You spilled to get to the Drizzy?
A bit of a
Glad to see it's a
standoff,
whole
it
nother
seems like.
team. I see Zach. I don't see Sabzi anywhere. I do see 2 eliminations on
Subsy's
Jeff, so
dead, yeah.
this
Subsy's down.
looking like it could potentially be a solo or him just trying. Yeah, okay, there's Omizi, there's K's. Cyclops is there as well.
Subsy's down, which is the fake
I do believe
Higgs.
there might have been one solo there with 2 trios up on top, and that's usually a saving grace for a solo in that situation, because then the 2 trios become focused, distracted with another. They don't want to get caught off guard, and the solo is able to kind of sit in the cone, wait for them to disengage outward, and at least have a chance depending on how much heals he has in his inventory.
Oh, they're probably thinking this is the solo from the team they're fighting, but it's really Tony, Noisy, and Creon here who just had to pick up their teammate. Let's not forget that they had a little bit going on there themselves.
Wait, how's Agent Jeff in this position, man?
What happened here?
Yeah, I think they heard the noise as well, so their initial plan
These are
was
good ass
probably
vibes
move
today,
over
chat. I
towards the
appreciate it.
black market, but they know another team is there, and this is where a lot of teams, whether they have
What group is reading?
Very fun day watching Fortnite today.
usually get a lot of those gold splashes.
I have to
It
check.
helps with the rotation,
I can check real
especially if
quick.
it's
Guys are
fully
bringing the
towards the
vibes for
south.
sure.
It's team HP as well, which I think is the most important factor.
Seen a lot of great moments here from Void, Godin, and Ozone, who had to clutch up for just the last 2 games there in the end game, squeezing out as many points as possible, keeping them in the running right now for consistency so far.
Playing after NA? Nah, not today, man. I'm enjoying the pro-am grind, but I really should rest up, man. Like, I'm starting to get, like, my muscles are starting to get sore, and I'm like, ah, shit.
114 points. And heard Vivid talk about the kind of threshold.
Gonna
that
try
we're
and get a
looking for,
cheeky nap in
around
after NA.
200. It's not exact.
Go to the
It's based off
doctor and then
estimations
film the video later this
of
afternoon.
Previous Group 1 qualifiers or group
This
stages
is also a
and all.
midnight wake up, so.
And at 114 points, they started this game in about 9th place.
And take Tyler to the
Which
park,
is
yeah.
about,
of
I think,
course.
6th on the overall leaderboard with the 3 victory round.
That's usually late in the afternoon thing, though. I take Charlie to the park when she starts to get fussy in the
finals.
afternoon.
So they just need to not get a 0-point game for the most part. They just need to play as consistent as they've been.
No, I
just
mean
to get
like
into this
like
tournament.
muscle
They have a
aches, like
15th
sick
place
muscle
with
aches
4
craze.
elims and 8th
No,
and
I
a
can
3rd
normally sit
with
for like
5
15 hours and my
eliminations
muscles
throughout those 2
never get
games. If
sore.
They could just have one more.
But that's why
performance
I
just
can tell
like that,
something's
they'll
off, because I'm like
qualify.
getting achy.
What's going on here? Another tower break. Shots coming into the side there.
Oh.
Side ramps as
Oh.
well. They're trying to catch him. Cold gets taken
Cold
down,
goes
though.
down.
Shots from Oracle there.
How does Cold go down in that? Wait, we did a replay on that. What the fuck? Richie with the save, though. Richie with the
Trying to see if
save.
he can secure the elimination, but opens the wrong box instead. They're just
Nice, the
targeting
double
the
res,
wrong
bro.
walls with the
And now
gold
Oracle
splash
goes
effect
down
is
to
really
feed.
giving them the confidence there. Oracle, though, bites
Damn,
off
they
more
had
than
their
he can
chance,
chew
bro.
for
They
a
had their
second there.
chance.
PETERBOT answers up. And look, they
Oh,
get
Pete's chasing him down. Oh, Pete
to
is
the
running
races
him
here,
down.
but it's PETERBOT season here. He's back on the pro.
He's
and
on
a big
198 points, so he's pretty much already called off consistency, so I don't think he really cares.
Look at how quickly their lead has turned into a 3v2.
Yeah, this is a chip on their shoulder because this is the team that eliminated them out of game 2 that caused that storm run.
Oh,
where
this
they
is the
both got
team that
taken
lurked
down.
up on
This
them in
is
game 2.
revenge, a rematch, but Smitty's just down to 1 HP while Cold's going to continue to put that pressure. PETERBOT's going to go for that revive. Smitty trying to peek that shot over the top.
Oh, W teammate PETERBOT, bro. W Pete, stick in the res.
Little too short. If he's able to get the down
I'm actually
on the
genuinely
PETERBOT,
kind of
that would
surprised that
have
he stuck
changed
that
things
res. I thought he would have tried to help
tenfold,
Cold
but it
fight
does
him.
look like him, Cold, and Ritual will stay alive yet again.
It's just the decision making and the speed at which he does it. No hesitation when Ritual gets knocked there.
It's okay, everything is healed now.
Immediately begin the, the pickup.
Alive.
Right? While Cold is
W, I still want to see how Cold went down there. How did that Oracle guy take down Cold there? That must have been a crazy play.
Pop off as well. Very, very well played. I just love to see great teams compete. And those are the
Don't leave a man behind. What's up, Raz? How's it going, broski? Good day in the office. Good day in the office.
I'm just asking myself, like, does he even want to win or does he want to put on a show? Because Kelly, I believe, was talking about like 8, 9, 30+ elimination games throughout the course just to get here. That is
Are you darking out with the Brian?
One of them was a 52 elimination win alone in the play-in stage, showing how
52 elimination
He-
game. That
Snoop
sounds
Dogg is
crazy.
trying to slap me.
Man, imagine watching that game. That would have been wild.
It's not enough to win. They want to break records. They want to smash records every single
I'm not
time
sure,
they play
Schweenington.
one of
Maybe,
these
yeah. It
lobbies.
depends on what day
And
it's
that's
on,
kind of,
Schweenington.
one of those situations where I almost
I
fear
love
for
gassing up the
rest
girls
of
and supporting the
lobby,
female
because if they
scene, man. It
don't
depends
win a
whether they
game,
put it
they're
on
just
during
gonna
other
continue
major
to push
tourneys or
every
not, though.
single person, game after game after game.
It was
So it's
56,
almost
wasn't it?
a
Yeah,
mini
56,
game inside
yeah.
of the battle royale where just dodge PETERBOT.
M-Pen
dodge
needs
PETERBOT,
this
stay as
game.
far away from them as possible.
Yeah, and sometimes, you just don't even know what you're getting yourself into, right? Pretty sure he plays in these lobbies with anonymous mode on, so you really have to pick your poison wisely, if you will. Take a look at this though. Island controlled right now by Oliver OG and Penn Larson and another team, Cirque there, off in the distance. They're just trying to get past, but I have a chance here to move. Still, med miss in hands, probably gonna have to be used early here in the storm.
Either ranks being reset tomorrow. I believe the next day with the new season. Yeah.
The split-second difference from being able to place.
Oh, reload rank is gonna reset.
Now they know for sure there are 2 trios on top of this island. And just interesting to see the difference. A team like PETERBOT choosing to take the shield medallion. The long journey else choosing to come over. And that's kind of that double.
Oh, P was running it. Yeah, P was running the medallion earlier.
A little shield down when you are healing, but
I think yeah, P does actually run it most out of any team that we see. On EU, they almost never run it too.
Yeah, well, look, we saw that little mini shield.
You guys queue the prime for 3.
In handy, you know, just the last game when they were in the zone there, they were completely protected. But yeah, that team.
Oh, the finals, I'll definitely watch Sweenington. $300,000 build duos, yeah. And when they do build female tournaments, I'm so much more down to watch it. When they do 0 builds, it kind of like, I don't know, it feels very counterintuitive to what they're trying to achieve. They're trying to like platform the girls and like, you know, develop the female scene and like, you know, highlight how good the girls are. Then they make it 0 builds and it's like, that's not even the competitive game mode. Like,
they do want to climb higher and higher up the back of the mountain where they already have that mark.
So yeah, if it's builds all year, I'm definitely way more on board.
Let them have it. That's what I would be saying. Just let them have it right now, but it does look like there's just a stop. Pause in this situation. The zone did open up on this side. They do have a good amount of elevation as well. So they essentially do get to pick and choose. And right now it looks like Ritual is already going over to claim both of these surge bases.
Home people have 6 of the 8 FNCS titles won by today's players. Ooh, so who are the other 2? Edgy? Who's the other FNCS winner in this lobby chat?
Now they have full control of this outer outskirts.
Pete and Cold.
Boone and team
Edgy.
saw the opportunity
Who's the other one?
of this spot
Vert.
up, but they couldn't account
Smart.
for
Vert in solos.
trio
Look at
coming
you go,
out from
Caden.
the edge of
Yeah,
the
Vert.
storm there.
Oh, wait,
Our
Vert won
solo
a
champion, one of the most underrated winners.
I forgot Vert won at FNCS. That was on West though.
They have full control of the right side of the map here, so they're just gonna go on foot. No need to take the risk of air travel.
I agreed, Conaz, agreed.
Yeah, essentially got a
Nah, Ritual hasn't won chat. Ritual came second. Ritual came second with Reet and then second with Pete last season.
Too many teams are going to be boxed up, so they're going to claim that.
Did Visuals win with Dukes? No.
And since they know there's
No, that was Justice and Users. Justice, Dukes, and Users.
Forward, try to pressure teams that are already in zone, or just continue to look
Thinking
back.
Millie with the prime?
Like we've seen in previous games, try to get the damage and clean up some eliminations, pick up the loot, and reinforce their position before this next couple of zones. Skater, Higher, Agent Jeff. From Lone Wolf Lair contested for the first couple of games. I believe this might be the first time they were uncontested at that drop, and look how far.
On son. Come on, Jeff.
Now. But do note if Jess,
I am not Ben, but W that guy.
That's not too good for an end game spot right
He
here.
won that in 28.
So big plays
I feel better soon, homie.
can start to open up for them, but it's not going to come without a fight. Meanwhile, Oliver OG and Penn Larson playing the underside of the cliff here. Just trying to keep a
Ooh,
low
loadout's
profile.
not
They have
looking
the
too hot.
damage, and they're positioning themselves differently, very much away from the rest of the trios here. Kind of tucked in this corner.
Yoli, Jimbon, Vancy, Dylan, so many subs, chat. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So far away from everybody else. That edge of the mountain that is kind of opening up. Oliver OG kind of playing the role as the
I try
IGL
first, I try.
for this squad. And rightfully so. I feel like Oliver OG is one of those players that's just been consistently getting better every
Oliver
single
OG win,
season.
maybe.
It should
bro.
update.
Oh my God. Chat runs like no spoilers, don't check Twitter. You'll spoil yourself.
The last major one finals.
Hey,
He
bud.
vowed to never miss another one again.
Gotta stay locked in. Gotta stay
Let me check.
sharp. Cold original
2,300 above, and we got a beautiful zone pool.
Take a look at how they picked
Oh yeah,
up
I'll
the most
turn off the
recent-
bot and turn it back on.
Oh, the reaction.
Yeah, there's so much time that. There's so much that guy could have done, huh?
Getting clipped.
Ooh, Cease is here.
Okay, looks
Come
like
on,
we have a new
Cease.
team going for height. Cease, Preston, and Joe
Oh,
are
well,
going
we're kidnapping
for it
children.
too, though. They seem like they don't just.
All right, I
roll
reset the
over.
bot.
Hey, Rev with the
so
T1.
hopefully it works now.
They're gonna go ahead and fight for it.
We need to get back-to-back.
Wait, really, Maris?
elimination games. And PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual. They already have 10 double digits.
We're gonna show
already
Pete's
been
kill
achieved.
again,
They're
are we?
still out
Okay.
here
Or
picking up
Cole's
those
kill
key
again, I should say.
eliminations. Slate was just by himself, separated from the rest of his team, and I can't blame his teammates not going back from or trying to help at all.
Rice G-Might noticed it on the far side. That could be a game winner. Maybe they didn't look too healthy though. I'm gonna be honest. They didn't look
that's
too
not
healthy.
looking good for Sigma. Sigma was in.
Oh, Jeff's team just hiatus went down on Jeff's team. No.
Was in 7th. If Sigma dies here, this could be their FNCS grands. Oh.
Get the commitment going. Seems like they're going to be content to try to wait this one out. And these are those decisions that you're going to have to live with here.
Is not rushing at all in the all-new Nissan Murano.
Nice car.
It's not that easy. There's still quite a few good teams in this lobby, man.
Ooh, C's picks up a kill. C's needs this win. He just needs the win.
Actually, I'm guessing P's probably going for kills. Like, based on last game, I think he's going for high kills, so.
Too much happening here for them to just wait this one out, but let's lock in here. PETERBOT, Ritual, Cold.
Quite often he wins with lots of kills, though, so we'll see.
Rotating to the front side. I think we're seeing.
I want to see Edgy win it. Come on, Edgy.
Early strategy of how they want to play the grand finals in the weeks to come.
I want Edgy to win it. We got G Money still in here as well.
Slate to the hands of PETERBOT, but look at that. While that was all happening, they were going for high ground now, so it seems to be kind of changing the tide.
Bryce picks up a kill. That's good for G Money.
Yeah, ever since they went up, I don't think anybody's really had a chance down below to even look up and see what it even looks like. There's no
C's needs a big game.
Was that Donnie? Oh, I forgot Donnie's here. We're fighting Craze. We're fighting Craze.
Oh, I forgot Craze is even old.
Like Craze. Getting out of there. Nice defense, boys. Oh, no,
what's wrong with the colors on this? Whoever's watching PETERBOT. The colors look so desaturated. Yeah, like you go to someone else, it's just like
we don't have a lot of meds.
You gotta grind.
Starting to come through the darkness here as we are in the final moments of this end game here. Meanwhile,
Doji, Donnie, and Craze on the low ground fighting Edgy.
This high ground right now still looking pretty solid on the low ground.
Nothing happened to the feed. Maybe they've topped over them.
Coming through, there it is. Just keeping them absolutely swift and dangerous here.
I think someone's going to take high ground soon. That high ground team not looking too healthy.
Ooh,
Donnie again, bro. Donnie's team having to hold off PETERBOT again.
Having to heal up the best that he can, but he's ready to switch gears at a moment's notice, defending the backside of that.
Donnie's team takes down Cold. Wait a second. Wait a second. Cold down.
I don't know why we're just sitting on backside of zone. I guess we're just going for kills. Oh.
Ritual tries to get some payback.
Ritual misses that one.
Yep, but we're still inside of a top 10 here. Another team jumps on. It's going to be up to Ritual here to find his refresh here. Instead, he gets down to low ground.
Nice. Good position, Richie. Richie last alive. Oh, 173. Richie's the GOAT, bro. Oh, shit. Another one. Oh, my God. Richie's fucking crazy. W Richie. No, he gets stuck in the box, though. Player behind him. How are we letting this team on height? It's a duo tarping in wood on height. NA, what are we doing? Look up.
Wait, Cease just died, but it was a good game.
Craze to Grands would be so big. Come on, Craze. Prom FV, baby. Come on. Come on.
It seems like every team is wearing the damage on their sleeves here.
Chance is still here as well, though. Edgy could win this. Oh my God, Wedgie. Wait, I don't think Edgy even needs to win. I think Edgy's like secured it off points now. Joji on 176 too.
Bro, he's on Craze's team, man.
Come on, Joji. Show him you still got it, son.
What is
Come
happening?
Oh, shit. Wedgie.
Oh, Edgy. Okay, Edgy. No, Matt.
3v1, baby. 3v1. Let's go. Prom FV, baby. My man. He got to go to his prom. Got to have his cake and eat it too. You got to be happy for Craze, man. He said since the start he didn't regret going to prom at all. W Donnie. Doji, Craze, and Donnie. The GOATs. Hell yeah. Super happy for him, man. Fuck yeah. Alright, we'll make this one Craze, chat. We'll make it Craze. K-R-A-E-Z. If you can't spell Craze, you don't get the V-Bucks. You want to win some V-Bucks? Type the word Craze in chat. We're going to Game 5 PETERBOT too. But so I think P's already across the line, and I think Edgy might be across the line now too. On the consistency, we'll see. We'll see. W.
Let me check EU consistency real quick. So consistency was
I would love to
211.
hear that win reaction if we have it, bro. Craze is going to be yelling for sure. Thank you, Tino, with the prime for 4. Thank you, Tino.
Bro, absolutely. I love that MDF as well points out that even though they're getting these impact eliminations, it's just not enough, right? That's just how chaotic these last few moments of these games
I'll
can
explain
be.
the prom
To
FV
see
name
them
in
walk
the
away
gap
with
once they're done
double-digit
talking here in case you guys
PRs,
haven't been
that's
following
gotta feel
comp.
good. And of course, this is Donnie. This is the guy we saw 1v3 last major that
Oh,
left
that
us all
1v3
shocked.
was so
to see
good.
them secure themselves that spot to go into finals, I'm very
That 1v3
excited.
So
was
no
awesome.
team is like
Also to do it as a new trio
clinched
as well.
yet.
I think
Alright,
there
10 more
was just
seconds, chat. We'll call the
question
Grays
marks on how
giveaway.
this team would synergize with each other. I mean,
No,
Donnie
Edgy
and
is
Joji
definitely
and
not
Craze as well,
through
all
consistency
having
yet.
pretty decent performances throughout the last few
Well, look
finals
in the
that we seem to
leaderboard.
have
Like,
them all
okay,
joined
Cold is already
together
qualled,
now.
okay?
I think
Peter
that
Butt's
there's a
qualled,
lot of
okay?
Wow, we'll call
potential.
that.
I
Thank you,
think
entry
over the
chat.
next 2
Appreciate
weeks,
y'all.
Wait, how did
to
Pete
prepare
die?
for
He was
those
just
major
in
two
back zone
finals,
trying
we're
to
gonna see
get
them
kills
even
and then
being
got
more
sprayed.
polished, Vivid.
Ozone, Golden, and Void.
Y'all evaded that
Nice.
one. Let's
Bryce,
go,
G
evaded
Money. I mean, all the good teams are like in there now. Like Sigma went from 7th to 12th. Tony's in 10th.
But incredible stuff, right? As you can see
Yikes.
them, they're
Josh
just
is in
Does he? I
11th.
thought Edgy was doing pretty well on points. I'd have to check. I gotta look at the leaderboard. It's kind of hard to tell with the top 5.
This is actually gonna be a crazy last game. Oh my. NPen not about to make another grand.
They're going to be doing
Grand.
as a team. All three of them kind of making the same shots at the same time. Very clean from this trio.
Yeah, and I could be mistaken.
Win
so
reaction
feel
on
free
Donnie's
to
Twitter?
correct me, Ron.
Nice.
I believe prom is Craze.
Yes.
And there's like a whole bunch of craziness going on with that from, just jumping around trios. But again, congratulations to them getting themselves that victory royale. Now they can just chill, start.
Oh my god, W in reaction.
This leaderboard's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good last game.
Play ulti low. Drop one. Come.
No, it pulls up. Is it pull up? It does. Come here.
Okay. Playing right on you.
Watch out,
Pizza.
Nice calm comms too. They're not panicking, which is good.
Spray ulti height.
Wait, Craze first time IGLing. Wait.
Coming down. Full max.
Chill.
Chill.
He's up.
100.
Nice.
I have 4 builds.
He's going back. They're playing storm.
Come to me.
In zone. Get it in.
Nice.
100. I'm a rush.
Good
60.
knock. That
Whoa.
knock in Storm was
I
big.
chopped him. Get it in. All the way back in zone.
They
All the way
played
back
this
in zone.
so well.
Chopping. Chopped it.
100.
Let's go.
They played that so well.
Oh, too easy.
That's exactly what I saw coming.
Dude, we're crazy. All we need
Oh my god.
is the zone, bro.
I knew that acceleration was going to be a loud one for sure. Okay, so if you guys haven't been following what's going on with Craze, why he's called Prom FV, Craze got picked up by Booga and Threats. And then Booga and Threat, he told them, hey guys, I can't play the last week of divisional cuts for FNCS. I've got my SATs and prom. They said, it's fine, bro. We're not going to drop you. But then Rapid left his team of Bolt and Yapko to play with Booga and Threats. And they were still like, no, we're not going to drop Craze. We're going to play with Rapid just as a, just for. And everyone was like, but then why the fuck would Rapid do that? So it was super obvious. Then they ended up dropping Craze for Rapid. So he made his name Prom FV. But I do want to point out, Craze went from being an Oliver OG subscriber. That's literally all anyone knew him as like 3 seasons ago. An Oliver OG subscriber, played with Oliver OG, then played with Bucky and Okus, has now left Bucky and Okus, played with Booga and Threats, got dropped by Booga and Threats, and is now his first time IGLing. And he's just made grants. That's a pretty fucking impressive, come up. I'm not going to lie. And just won a solo cash cup. My man went from an Oliver OG subscriber to a grand finalist IGL and solo cash cup winner within 3 seasons. It's a pretty fucking insane come up when you think about it. That's insane. W Craze.
That's a lot of glaze.
Very excited.
TurboTax Free Edition, 37% of.
Very excited. Is he 0 ping?
I'll be right
Yes, I
back.
believe he lives in Dallas normally. Oh my
Probably
god, Craze, let's go, baby.
One of the craziest NBA seasons at the expense of Mavs fans.
Good shit, bro. Happy for you, man. Very good shit.
No, it didn't. The Mavs would still be like relevant. The
Chat, do
Lakers
you
will
guys
still
know
be good.
something else about Craze? Which mouse pad he uses? Oh my god, it's my mouse pad. You guys could be as good as Craze well if you also use my mouse pad. It's arcleaf.com. It's in chat right there. If you want to buy one right now, it's only $39.95 USD. We ship within like 2 days, so you'll get it within like a week. We're sitting at.
I'll be right back.
Sitting at 259 5-star reviews. We'll just go that one.
Welcome back, everyone, to the FNCS. This is
He does use my mouse pad, though. He does use my mouse pad.
Zeke, good job. Anyway, sorry about that. I had to talk.
Last
to
game,
someone.
chat. Last game. Let's go.
So that was game number 4. We saw Joji from.
So I had to pay tariffs. You do not have to pay tariffs. No.
The victory royale, secure themselves a spot in finals. But there's other
You pints the prime for 20.
in that game, like PETERBOT doing PETERBOT things. It got a little scary there toward the end. It's funny, like when we watch PETERBOT, it's kind of like they're kind of like a train, right? Like they get going and it's like, okay, can anything stop them? And then
Prediction? I ran the prediction, bro. I called it and I reran it. It's going right now, man. If you want to put your channel points in on it.
Blow up the train.
1 game to go, chat. Let's go.
And hope that it doesn't come back. But PETERBOT always comes back.
I love it. You know, once they hop on that train doesn't really stop for them, does it? But obviously, this train has.
Bro, that kill was like, what does that guy do? Like, my man's standing in a box and with a fully built natural wall, and he's dead within half a second. Like, what are you supposed to do there? I really thought the gold splash pickaxing was going to be stronger. Like, I thought that was going to be more of a feature, you know? The first night we got on and we saw that the gold splash lets you pickaxe quick, we're all like, oh shit, imagine like a full trio doing this, and no one's used it, basically. It hasn't been a feature at all.
PETERBOT Cool and Ritual, it's like, wow, that they went down right there. Looked like they could have made it way further in the game, and then.
No, PETERBOT's already qualified, chat. He's qualified off points here. 249 points, he's through. Like, without a doubt, he's through.
17 eliminations.
So it's going to be whether he gets the last game win just for the bragging rights.
Talking about this year, because it's like, again, it just feels like that was a bad game for them, but still a lot of points for them to kind of put up right there.
Oh, I didn't check the leaderboard.
Obviously, the trio is still very, very good. Ritual.
I was going to wait till they check it, but I want to read it too. Okay, so let's take a good look at this. So we've got 1 game to go. So whoever wins this last game is going to go through to Grands. Fortnite Tracker, shitting his pants, nothing new. Yep. And then we've got Pete on 261, so definitely 100% safe. Golden 170, Bryce 149, Shadow, Scare, and Noisy. It's close right now. It's close. It's close. So we've got from Scare up right now. So 143 is currently the points to Qual, but it is close. It is very close for this top 5 outside of PETERBOT.
Kind of like to split up,
so a lot of those teams are praying that Pete wins to take the spot, which then makes another one roll down to consistency. So
with another one of the players there, and you know, Richie, he's just that good. He's able to stay alive. Obviously, PETERBOT and Colt are getting carried by him right now, so I'm glad to see that them as a trio doing pretty well in the consistency.
W. Kelly.
I mean, doing great right now in first place when it comes down to the consistent teams, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a matter of them being on the front line right there. And as
Let's
you can
go,
see,
Kelly.
The lead right now for
The
them
Richie
is
gas.
gosh, 100 points. Again, it doesn't really feel like that, does it, Zeke? But
Hey, Coop with the prime for 6. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. You know, let's just take the spotlight off of them for just a moment, okay? Because eventually we're going to end up talking about them when we're in finals anyway. I wanted to talk about here Scare, Edgy, and Chance. You can see the 143. So remember, at the end, we either want a Victory Royale or to end basically in the top 5, which is just think like the top 10, okay? These guys have just made it in, but the job's not done. We only have a single game left to go, Kelly, and with that being a 2-point difference, just
Only 48 kills? I know, dog shit, bro. What happened to Pete, man?
Like 11th.
You guys remember Pete didn't suck?
It's actually a tie between 10th and 11th place. They're both at 141 points.
And
That's not good.
and you can't have someone like Edgy, who I think actually has the most FNCS finals performances out of anyone that is competing here today, and also one of the only FNCS wins out of for the 4 players we have representing there. So to imagine Edgy not making it into the Major 2 finals, that would be such a major upset, especially with Chance and Scare on his team right there. You can see just how close they are, though, to that threshold, currently sitting at 141 points. Vivid in game 5. This is when we see some unique strats coming out from these trios that are going to try and get that ticket to the Major 2 finals.
Yeah, I mean, again, I try to make a guess going into game number.
He lost his touch. Yep.
It's going to be necessary. It was like probably around like
he's fading
200 points, right? And you kind of look at some of those trios, and none of them have less than 100 right now. So it's like, what the heck can they do to get to 200 points? Well, you can win. That's what you gotta love about.
Can I
this
ask more than
tournament.
edgy?
Doesn't matter
Grand
if you're in
finals
last place on the leaderboard
placements?
right now,
Yeah.
you can still make it into the finals.
But in
You just
Group
gotta
1,
win that
edgy has the
last
most.
game. And speaking on the pacing of the last couple of games, Zeke, right? That first zone has had our player count drop down to like 75 each time. But these games in the early stages are getting super aggressive. That's probably because we're getting to the point where it's very, very hard to come back in terms of consistency.
Fade? We're doing like the Lightning McQueen.
And again,
Lightning
something
McQueen,
to talk about
he's
as well, right?
fading.
So, like, I love you mentioned the win, but
Yeah.
if someone
No?
even in that
No
top
Cavs fans?
5
Yeah.
gets a win,
Good job.
we're then pulling one player outside, like further away
No?
in, right? So we're either going to have someone in that top 5 win a game here and shake things up, or we're going to have someone outside the top 5 win a game, and then you're like, okay, whoever's in the top 5, good luck. Hope you
We
made
love
it.
cars. Who doesn't love cars?
This is it. One final game here to settle things for group number 1. So for the last time today,
Same as
Jacob,
normal default.
VR MDF, take it away.
Game 1, Visuals team tried to take the Dilbit server farm. Oh, by the way, chat, the reason why I keep calling it a server farm, in case you guys haven't seen it, it's literally a farm for Bitcoin. Like, it's like a Bitcoin mining farm thing. That's why it's all whole. It's like that's why it's a whole bunch of computers.
They can still have a chance here if they can win the game.
Yeah,
They're
it's
farming
definitely
Dilbits down there.
That last opportunity, that last hope. By any means, for people that do not make the finals are out of FNCS because they got the last chance qualifier. But let me tell you, the last chance qualifier, that's the difference between landing at a POI and a split drop. There's a world of difference.
Well, they give you a shit ton of loot, and then you get to go take the train.
Don't want to have to go down there. So it's all up to this. Game 5, and it starts now. If you look down that leaderboard, it's a tie. If the games were to end now, there would be a tiebreaker scenario for teams that make it to the FNCS finals or not. So it could come down to literally, Monster, one elimination difference, one placement point differential, and it just goes to show that it ain't over until it's over.
Yeah, there's definitely some teams on the bubble right now that are looking to claw their way into that placement point threshold, and we really don't know what that's going to be, right?
Is the game just starting?
His own kind of reservations, his own estimations, if you will, of what that number was, and it seems like we might be well off of that. So this is going to be a very interesting.
A tie's based on elims? Yes. Victory Royale, average elims and average placement is the tiebreak.
Already we're seeing what's left of a fight that broke down. I think he's able to get 2 eliminations. Trying to spot out where that third player is at. Disengage all the way towards the side. They kind of marked him at the edge of the minimap. You kind of just see him looking over there. He's thinking, how am I going to go back? What am I going to do? What is the plan here? And luckily for him, it's the early games. There's some loot over there in that split.
Is Jeff Uncon again a lone wolf?
Time to formulate something.
Shadow's down. No way Shadow's getting dropped on it flooded, bro. That's crazy. Dude, this is insane. Shadow, Curve, and Tyler.
But look at this, Tyler and Curve.
Getting contested as the tournament goes on is crazy. And they're in 8th as well, bro. They're currently up there in the consistency points.
Last time for Tyler and
This
Curve,
is so brutal. Come on, boys. Come on. You win this.
It's kind of a fair and square, both sides.
I think they just stay alive here.
Here.
They're in what do we call it?
I know, right, Astro?
That team that's contesting.
The Tree of Wisdom, bro. That guy loves his job.
Asian Jeff and his trio
Loves his job.
Wolf layer. So they didn't just switch drops to something that they thought was
Oh, this is the Hall of Fame. Thank you, JW. Sorry, bro. I appreciate the Hall of Fame redemption, man. I'll fix up after stream, dude. Much love, homie. 5 mil's crazy.
Split loot. Continue on with the rest of the game, but not everybody is feeling that comfortable here.
War Silent and Wigs on the hunt right now. Looking pretty good. Psycho's got to hit these shots here. It's going to be all over, but can't come up and support his teammate in time. Instead, Doxy Slam's going to be the first to fall of this trio.
So NA West only has 2 heats Bex. So I don't know if typical game is in heat 1 or 2 on NA West, but heat 1 and 2 aren't until Saturday and Sunday on NA West, bro.
Psycho takes a bit of fall damage on the way down.
So TT doesn't play until later this week.
Send them back. Speedy, buddy. I think you got to run here if you want a chance.
Heat 2. Oh my god, it's typical gamers IGL. What's up, Quinn? Good luck, homie. I'm proud of you, dude.
Originally in the fight, he had to close the distance to get to his teammate. If only somebody on his team let him know, hey, we're going to go down. You're going to need to stay alive. Don't even bother coming in this direction. But he tried to be the hero for his team. Ends up getting taken down early in the last game of the day. But their FNCS isn't over yet, Monster. They do still have the last chance.
Yeah, but also, Quinn, can you, like, maybe start throwing a little bit and make TG, like, kind of shit? Because I got a verse with a Pro-Am and it's feeling kind of fucking unfair here.
nice icy fashion here.
I've played the game for like 20 hours in 2 years, and I'm going up against a Divisional 1 finalist.
Teams would
FNCS HEATS qualifier.
Fights, right? Not play
I don't know who the fuck decided this.
Especially if you're out of the
Think you Tompa with the prime for 8?
For consistency points, right? You really want to play for the win. That's
He is so primed, evidently.
Going straight to finals here, at least in this setting. Back on over.
Wait, the truck makes noises?
Would we say they learned their lesson?
205, 188, and 183. Damn, this has been a really rough performance, I'm going to be honest.
You see the points needed to qualify from the last 3 groups last season were 205, 188.
Yo, Ray, thanks for prime for 30. Didn't think you, Ray?
83. That position, 10th place, is about 141 to start the game. So you got to think it's going to be relatively
Oh, Nibby with the make channel emo for a week. I didn't know that was even a fucking thing. We have that?
It's going to be more realistic instead of just overall that 200 hump.
Yeah, I was thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah, we can do that, Nibby. I can make that happen, bro. I can give you a channel emo for a week, bro. I didn't know how the sick vibes were going to go. I felt kind of bad. I was like, do I just not stream it? Like, I don't want to stream it and just not be able to talk that much. But
I think that's
thanks, guys. I appreciate you all. I'll make sure I rest up over the next 3 days, though. I'll be good by group 2.
As far as can be. I'm just going to quickly climb up, kind of reset themselves in this situation.
She's already gone, Bushi. My wife's already taken Charlotte to the Wiggles live.
Resources are left, but this is how they put themselves in that situation. It was Jace who did get taken down. That was a quick clean up and elimination. He just
PETERBOT win yet? Nah, PETERBOT has not going to win yet, bro. He's playing game 5.
Stacked against you.
True, bro. It's true.
Josh on the move
So groups 2 and 3 is Saturday and Sunday, chat. There's quite a break. So the schedule this week, in case you guys don't know, tomorrow's a day off. Then we have Eval Cup, regular Battle Royale Eval Cup, and the Pro-Am announcement. I'll be live for that. Then we have Reload Eval Cup, which probably won't be live for. I would like to take another day off, just make sure I'm fully rested. Then we have Solo Open, Solo Finals, and then we're back to FNCS. So it's actually quite a while until the next round of FNCS.
That actually makes more sense. That's why he was kind of looking in those weird areas to see if anyone's lurking, but Death Encrypted stacks back on over to them right now.
Any group stacked? EU Group 2 is absurd.
Against Oracle and Smitty. We've seen them get taken out kind of in the mid-green.
There are 7 teams on EU Group 2 that I would be shocked if any of them don't make grand. So it's going to be like really intense.
You're kind of sitting on the sidelines, right? You can cool off. So we'll see if that kind of hurts their momentum.
Oracle, Smitty, they're the ones who snuck up, take on PETERBOT one of them earlier games. But they're just getting approached from all angles. Encrypted is able to find a shot onto one. You see the material count from Oracle is super low to go after a prolonged fight. He's not really.
This area of the map's kind of cool looking.
A third-party team comes in. That might be exactly what they're looking for, as long as they don't become the targets.
Okay, this is pretty sketchy though. This is our 11th place team. Josh, Causes, and Magma, right? So they're on the bubble. They're literally on the line of qualifying right now. All they got to do is make endgame and stay the course. But for them to jump into what looks to be 6 players just starting a fight here is definitely a little too early.
I don't feel good.
Is there just straight up 0 loot, Quinn? Oh no. Oh, not OG. No, man. No. You win this, Mpen. You win this, Mpen. You win this.
Yeah, and his 2 teammates are already busy.
Come on, Mpen.
Oh
shit, okay, Mpen, fuck him up, son. Oh my god, okay,
Oliver just died. Oh no.
Still not backing down. Instead of healing, he goes and re-challenges Mpen. Cold and Ritual are able to clean up the others. And
Mpen doesn't make another
game.
Down.
And that's crazy because Mpen, right? Even with as much game sense as he has, he's like, oh, I even the playing field. I'm good. I can get out of here. Nope.
Nope.
Not against PETERBOT. He's still looking to challenge. Being one shot.
All right, well, OG gonna be doing it through last chance qualifier.
Tough one. But you live, you learn.
One well-played shot from Mpen would have taken him down. Like, not many other players would have re-challenged in that situation. But you called out 11th place. We saw 13th place over on this side of the map, all congested with more and more teams moving in. Shadow, Curve, Tyler, a team that's inside of that consistency bubble. They're able to get their teammate back up, and you see them disengaging towards the north, still in zone, but because they know this is too risky of a situation, because they would kind of have to sit on the sidelines if they got eliminated and watch and hope the points that they've been able to accumulate up until this point, which is only 147, would hold. So I like that idea from them.
I mean, I like what we see developing here. We're watching our 8th place team and our 11th place team somewhat traverse near one another, right? So if they end up clashing, I mean, it's going to be direct standing implications, right? Direct final spots on the line.
Ooh, G-Money needs this too. G-Money really needs this.
Check in with another team that is
155. Nice, G-Money.
G-Money and, of course, Bryce. They have continued to look very, very good so far here on the day.
Taking Doggo with the prime for 2.
Another solo here. It's Vedits, Playz, and CR. So Playz is no longer on the playing field.
Bryce, G-Money knows he'd lead all trios in builds.
Playz took some damage.
I don't know what to do with that information, but now I know it.
This is where it's going to be hard, even though it is going to be a
I feel like that's the definition of so many of the kin stats. I'm like, I don't know this information, but I now have it at least.
Continue to run, beeline it to the other side. They don't want to stay and try to attempt the fight.
Raffy with the prime for 3.
So this could be a good chance for them to try to disengage. It's just a matter of.
The order takes 10 damage.
Do they split up? Do they take different angles? One from
Oh,
above,
G-Money cut him off, bro.
CR did not get the memo. G-Money goes over the top to cut him off and not give any exits up.
Yeah, Bryce is just getting mixy on the low ground there, but it seems like they have things
65 alive. We getting aggressive.
Skate his way out the side. There's so many exits that you could take.
See ya, player. Have a good one, bro. Thanks for watching, man.
Thanks,
dude.
Lurking and walking his way.
I don't know how to say CR's name. CR from the Wick. Is this what I just kind of mumble it? Like, from Wick?
First
You know what I mean?
Playz was the first one to kind of go down.
Oh, shit. Here he's taking the fight against CR from the Wick.
CR didn't even build. He's just trying to hide. Wait for G-Money, but wasn't able to really attack hard enough, and G-Money just had a whole advantage in terms of HP and shield. Just one shot, really all it took.
Yeah, I don't know what from the Wick means, though. Like, I don't know what that means. What's WIC?
Points. This is a team that when you ask a lot of the community to try to make their predictions, do they get in with a game win? Do they get in for consistency?
Ooh, he's fighting.
It's almost unanimous.
Oh, it's so
Consistency was
easy.
going to be the key for their success here today.
Well, let's see how consistent these other trios can be up against the likes of the strongest in the lobby right now. They're getting swarmed up.
It's the hood in America? Oh. The Wick is O-Block, where Chief Keef is from. Oh, shit, he's gangster like that. Damn, okay. Hell yeah.
What we saw best was when a team put their back against an indestructible wall and then played side angles, if you will. Putting yourself right in the middle, I mean, you're just asking for one of them to find an opportunity, and that's what PETERBOT's looking for right now, an opportunity, a chance, but Gold is there to find the trade comes out. Both sides are punished, and
he 1v1. Wait a second. Oh, he whiffs. He whiffs.
Can get the shot. Look at this. He slides out the side there.
Oh, he whiffs. Wait a second.
Ever so
he whiffs again. Wait a second. Hello?
Sees what's happening. K's secured the elimination here, Jacob.
Yeah,
he's fading.
Still down, so there's a chance that PETERBOT could go for the revive, try to bait out his teammates. I think Hayes is trying to do that same thing. Go for the res, force PETERBOT into him in this situation. And it's going to work, but PETERBOT gets the first cleanup on Elmizi. That was a knock. Now he's in a 1v1. 2 quick shots, just a sliver of HP remaining. And PETERBOT, like a shark in the water, he smells his next victim, and he's ready to take him out. But just a sliver, just 1 HP. He's barely surviving, and you see him backtrack all over the ritual to deny the siphon opportunity.
Yo, WP going for the res on ritual again, over pushing the kill. That's twice this tournament.
The siphon could have come through for K there to go ahead and
Pete giving up a kill to say, oh no, he's never mind, he's chasing him. Oh fuck, he's chasing him.
He takes off. He takes the only chance that he gets to take off here, and PETERBOT's hunting. He's looking around.
Pete doesn't know where he is. Oh, Pete heard him. He popped meds. Pete heard the meds. Pete heard the meds.
Catch the visual effects, I was gonna say, of the heals here, and there's no way you could go. PETERBOT kind of toying with him at this point. There it is. The full finish.
Yo, good effort though. That man survived for a while. He survived for a while.
He gave him a little more respect.
Boxed him. Like, what is, he's just so quick.
If Pete doesn't win, doesn't that mean that he could take the spot of a different consistent team and give the win to a possibly worse team that got lucky to seed grands in his favor?
You see that mythic Sentinel pup just dealing so much
I
damage.
see the vision of where you're coming from, but I think we're overthinking it. So you're saying that if Pete is like on high ground about to win this game, it's more advantageous for him to not win the game, let a shittier team win, assuming that they're worse, to make a worse team in grands than a more consistent team.
Being that they can't afford to fall here. They are inside the top 10. They're in the consistency stretch.
I see the vision, but I think in a battle royale you can't guarantee. You know what I mean?
And for some,
I see the vision though. I see where you're coming from. I see the vision.
all the more difficult, right? Can you perform under pressure? Of course, they've made their way to several finals in the past through victory royales, and of course consistency.
But yeah, you got to assume if a team got second and is healthy, then they're probably a decent team as well. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Anything can happen. Seen it all go down today, from ambushes to big clutch plays.
It's not the worst cook we've had.
Noisy, Creon, and Tony. When we talk about the line of consistency, 141, they are the team in 10th place, 5th on that consistency leaderboard, and they are winning the tiebreaker monster due to just a little bit more elimination.
It's an interesting little theoretical. Ooh, Shadow and Tyler still going, chat. Wait a second. Shadow Curve Tyler still going. I really want them to make finals, bro. They deserve to be in grands, dude.
With everybody around you, getting Storm Surge is something that
The fact that they went from uncon to con later in a tournament when teams are auto-qualled through is just disgusting. I don't know how the fuck that's happened.
They're trying to be proactive.
Shadow Curve and Tyler's team are way too good to go from being uncontested to contested. That's weird as fuck.
Void just waiting this one out though. Gonna catch one of them off guard. Now game 4, there was something similar happening here as well between these teams kind of fighting at the seaport, but Smiley, Max, and Salt did not make it the distance. Ultimately, they were one of the few to go down. Look at this ambush. Talking about teams, you know, waiting for chances. That's exactly why. Just like that.
No, I didn't, Bentley.
And a big elimination here. Okay, this is a game changer for them right now. Curve, Tyler, and Shadow have now effectively fought their way through, defended their way through 2 big engagements so far. So really and truly, it is not being given to them by any means. They are working for it here in the last game of the evening. Now at 162 points here, Jacob, look at them just continue to work the lobby.
Yeah. A couple of these quick and early eliminations not only helps the point because how close the gap
Ooh,
is.
Edgy needs
They
this.
started at 147. It's helpful for the Storm Surge, which we know is a huge part of this game. 5th zone though, 58 players left in this game. You're seeing how active the lobby is.
I don't think I've peed so many times in a single stream in my life. I mean, just constantly sipping on water, teas, soups. Like, I'm just doing everything to keep my voice from dying. Pissing like a racehorse out here, bro.
Left behind, and as soon as PETERBOT heals up and find his way back, good luck to you.
Yeah, watch how it goes down. 160. Again, the damage that this shotgun can output is definitely scaled up. All right, it's the best in the game. It's the best available in the hands of PETERBOT. He makes full use of it. Jacob called it best there. Saw it coming.
You know, I see it all the time where players in the same lobby as PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual. And
Thank you,
like,
Opal, with the 2 on for 9. Thank you, bro.
Let them deal with the lobby for us. And I think that in game 5 here, with how aggressive they've been throughout games 3.
What do you have? Don't know,
4,
man.
That might be a viable strategy. Just sit in your box, sit in your cone. Storm Surge isn't going to be very, very active until maybe zone 7, 8.
Ooh.
As they claim another one. Launch pads are a huge
He's popping off, bro. Let's go.
From team to team, taking names and checking them off their list.
I'm surprised he didn't just use the kneecapper there to just go ahead and send them flying off the boxes. Cold.
What's up, Cookie?
Follows up very proficiently already now. PETERBOT though.
Oh, PETERBOT versus Wiggs. No, Wiggs one of my subs, bro.
As well as the team in front of him. So
Ref, do something. Ref, do something.
But no worries. You have someone like Cold here to back you up.
Well.
There goes the finish.
It's almost crazy to think about that with so many competitors in this lobby, some still fighting for that consistency leaderboard. That it
Yeah, the pickaxe is crazy.
PETERBOT, Cold, and Ritual
Oh, the double pickaxe as well. Oh my god, bro. Not even the 20 HP pickaxe, bro. The 40 HP pickaxe.
Slow them down, force them to disengage. They live to tell the tale. But not too many players today have been able to say they can do just that.
Well, hopefully the wrong team doesn't end up near them, because there are teams that we're seeing, like Causers' team and Magma, Josh here, who still have a chance if they can stay alive
Conan.
to the end game here. Ozone has
Bro,
like
the broadcast has been absolutely
alongside Void and
just
Ozone.
airing out everyone's shitty plays today, bro. If you guys didn't watch EU this morning, oh my god. They had to make sure they replayed how a player died on height because we didn't see them die to fall. So the casters mentioned they died to fall. We talked about them dying to fall. Then they went back and replayed them dying to fall. Then did a wide shot to show the whole team dying to fall. Like, it was like, fuck. The Frenchies were getting absolutely disrespected.
On the other side of the mountain, but you saw they drop back further into zone and then drop the med miss. Exactly that. They just wanted to make sure there was no chance anybody was going to look over and see that med miss.
Yeah, poor Floki, man.
Them a target as Cold continues to clean house. That's their, I believe, 14th elimination of the game.
Oh my god, they just...
Maybe 11.
They were 11. Now we're at 12. Oh, never mind. No. Wait, I don't know how many we're on. Oh my god. 13? We're at 13?
I was going to say, even before the replay played, I was about to make the
Come on, Shadow Curve Tyler. Come on, boys. All right, chat. We do have to see which other team's qual here. This is still a big deal. This is still a big deal.
It's like an elimination is unfolding. It's so quick. It makes it look like a highlight reel. Curve, Tyler, and Shadow, though, have managed to avoid that storm on the other side. But look.
Oh, we're going for the 20 bomb, baby. We're going for the 20 bomb.
His eliminations here. He's at 3 as well.
That's right. Shadow's on the other side of the map. I'm happy. I just don't want him to grief Shadow, man.
Wait, my map is way off. They're at 4. Is that 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the I'm telling you, it was the replay that got us both in that
Oh,
moment.
Pete's like actually just going for Clix.
This is just confidence. He knows he has his spot secured. He almost feels like there was no world that he wasn't going to qualify. And like I said before, it's making a statement time.
Bro.
It's not all about winning.
Dude, building at this speed with the medallion on is crazy. Bro, being able to keep up with Gold Splash medallion full pace is just insane.
3,000 damage above the
I remember when I watched Polarized do a free build on her Pepper and I was like mind blown.
He's burning the material because he just can for fun.
Thank you, J-Dog. Thank you, Noah. Thanks, subs, guys.
As well, so this is all for good measure. And again, if you are in the running for qualifying right now through consistency, you're happy PETERBOT's doing what he's doing as long as you're hiding right now.
I think Cole's just staggering back. He knows a couple players are still deep in the zone, and they're immediately just looking back there. But Cole takes a little bit of a shot. Still not enough to start to boot the confidence. Players all around.
Sorry, we got to see who else qual's here though, man. OSID, Bryce, and G Money. So qual's going to be around this like 180, 190 mark, chat. So keep an eye on any team around that point.
There's no more mountains, or at least not in the next zone.
Well, here it goes. Down and
He's sad for the tier 1, thanks, bro.
Into flat territory now. Everyone's gonna pretty much get a little bit of a reset here for the setup at the Brutal Box cars. Take a look at the highlight though. While the rotates.
Another highlight, bro. Yeah, okay. Take a look at the other highlight, bro. They went off Pete's team for like 30 seconds to show another team, and then we're still throwing it back to a replay. Like, the broadcast realizing why I have a Pete POV. What can I do? Salt. Unlucky, bro. Unlucky, man.
Wait a second, though. Gotta be careful. That's a team that can qualify.
Oh, Bryce, G Money knows to running, bro. They're running. Oh, no, not G Money, no. Pete, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
And he was in that same situation not too long ago with PETERBOT knocking at the door.
Oh, yeah, we're just literally running at everyone sick. We just don't care. We're at 18 kills.
And finally, reinforcements come in. Cole is ready to shake things up. It's basically a race between Cold and PETERBOT for eliminations. They look at it as a mini game within inside of the game, and they know they're stuck in Brutal Box.
Kids are going to accuse the broadcasters of glazing by showing this.
Cold finds another one. He's trying to breathe. Exhale goes down, and he's just hovering over the opponent.
Oh, Cold. Wait a second. Cole gets stuck in an awkward spot, though.
To breathe here with a good shot on the Cold. That's going to slow things down, but only for a short moment.
There goes the siphon to keep him alive.
I bet Richie's just sitting up here as well, right? Richie's just sitting up here, just holding it down. Richie's just, bro. I mean, my man's getting money. He's getting paid. I'm sure he doesn't care, but bro, just sitting up above and just playing like being like the reset point. You know what I mean? He's just holding down camp. Well, they just drop down and go crazy and then come back up for meds and then go back down and come back up and go back down. He just sits up there and just watches, bro. He's just watching, just holding it down.
One of the few to fall there to the hands of PETERBOT right now. Not few, one of the many, I should say. So it's all the more closer for them. Look at this points here as well.
Oh, Richie gets killed on a stacks though. Bryce gets a kill. Nice. Let's go, Bryce. Good shit.
I'm still seeing 35 players alive. So it's like 2 different games.
Yeah. And down below, you can see everybody scare, edgy, champs, QK Cole. They're all trying to get the front side of the zone. They're trying to stay away from
Come on, Tony.
Claims another one. Stacks now is on that list, sent back to the lobby.
So chat, we're trying to see teams get around that 190 mark. 190, hopefully should be enough. So Ozone should be good here. Ozone should be good.
At least he has Void trying to tarp to the front side of the zone. This gives him an opportunity here to slow things down. Looked back for any opportunity.
Oh, come on, Edgy. Come on, Edgy.
Going back up towards that mountain.
See, but they've done good. They've made it past that 200
How many points is
threshold,
Edgy
so I
on?
think they should be feeling pretty confident, but you never really know, right? Pressure still on to go ahead and survive here. 12 teams remaining now. PETERBOT's team at 20 eliminations here. And counting as they're working their way down the lobbies now. Meanwhile,
Edgy's on backside of zone. No, Ozone's 207. I want to see how many points everyone's on. I need to see Shadow curve Tyler's points. Oh, Peace on tops though. Peace on tops.
Elimination after elimination. Drops down yet again. They separate one, almost box him up.
Gets out, nice.
Doesn't want to take the risk to continue to fight that. Separates himself and immediately
Sid goes down. I think Bryce has done enough though. I think Bryce has done enough.
Player of that trio alive to try to keep themselves inside of the consistency bubble.
Yeah, they're trying to
Oh my god, nice aim by Cold.
well, so Cold is
Nice, 192. Come on, Tyler Moore. No, I don't think that's enough. I don't know if that's enough. That might be enough. 195. I don't know. That's gonna be so close, bro. How many points is Creon on? We're in the tunnel. We're in the tunnel. Wait, the tunnel, but the zone's going up. We can't go in the tunnel. It's not going straight up the tunnel. It's going above the tunnel. No. Dude, what the fuck is going on? What are we watching? Even if I had my voice, I couldn't cover what the fuck this is.
Cold. Dead. Ritual dead. Cold gonna hop in. PETERBOT has to go up.
Cold with a 13.
Wait, PETERBOT's dead his zone.
Pete down. Wait, are we giving the win to someone else? Wait. Oh my god, Creol's gonna get the win. Oh my god, Creol's gonna get the win. My Hispanic voice. Vamos! Wait, that's so bad. Wait, that's so bad for Edgy and Shadow. Wait, that's so bad for Edgy and Shadow though. Because then Pete didn't get the win point. So now he's taking a consistency one. Oh no. That's really bad for Shadow and Edgy. Oh no.
To the major 2 finals.
And you know, it's nice to see a team like that win the game.
All right.
Well, no, but like that's an example of giving the win not to a bad team. Creon's team is good. Creon's team is definitely good.
I mean, they were gonna qual either way, so.
You have to stay the course. You can win a game. Take a look from their perspective.
So wait, they got in. They were in the tunnel and got out of the tunnel. Nice.
Committing to the mountain with possibly no escape plan, but they end up making it work. They time their exit perfectly, and then they are
Pre-Z gig. Oh yeah. Tony was in on consistency already. Oh, was he? Okay, I didn't see how many points they had. Okay, nice.
Gameplay here today for this group stage, Jacob, and I gotta say they played very, very well in the end.
Yeah, we know the 5 teams that already advanced throughout the game winners through the day.
Oh yeah, sorry, giveaway. We'll make it Tony, chat. T-O-N-Y Tony. Sorry, that'll be last V-Buck giveaway of the day. And then they're gonna show the leaderboard straight away without the break, so we'll wait. T-O-N-Y, chat.
We need to know, Zeke, who is making it through consistency.
Woo, baby.
Thank you so much, MDF and Jacob PR. Love hearing you guys call all the action. Okay. So
Bye,
obviously, big congrats. We got Noisy, we got Karam, we got Tony. They got themselves the victory out in those final few moments. And again, we've seen it time and time again. Old Man Mountain will absolutely claim its toll.
Oh my god, Sundown. The Sundown line. It's the Sundown thing.
Yeah, PETERBOT, just go ahead and mulch the rest of the lobby for us. They walk away with the win. Man, after 5 games, it's been a roller coaster, I feel like, Kelly, to say the least.
Oh yeah, and a roller coaster, especially for this trio right here, and that's what you want to see when you are in that top 2.
So Tab, you guys want to win some V-Bucks? Have to vote Tony in chat, T-O-N-Y. We'll draw the winners and DM you off. Got like 10 more seconds. And then we're going to check out this leaderboard, see who's qualled. Tony jumped on the Zamboni.
Against Cold. PETERBOT and Cold, though, I know we've said their name 1,000 times, and we'll say their name 1,000 times more. Put up such a good fight. Vivid, that is the PETERBOT and Cold that we've known and loved over the last year.
Year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, it just gets better and better every time, doesn't it? 26 eliminations in game.
All right, chat, we'll call it there.
A lot of people got
Thanks for the love today, chat. I do really appreciate it. I know I keep saying it, but insane viewership today. Thanks for support, guys. Follow, subs, likes. You guys are great. Let's check who's made this top 10, baby.
Stat line. Let's remind ourselves of who got themselves the victory royale.
All right, our 5 winners. We already know. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Aviv, Taki, Visuals, Joji, and Noisy. Nice.
5 good teams.
Whoever ends in the
You
top
said bear with
5,
T1.
consistency, which just when you look at that top 10, just look at the top 10 to and through 6th. They're the ones who made it through the top 5. Here is the list there. Now we have to start turning attention to these standings. There's a couple little things I want to call out, but first, of course, we have to look at who made it in that top 5. As we prepare these standings, there is going to be, I'll go ahead and spoil it now. A trio barely missed out of the top 5 by 4 points.
Not PETERBOT.
And we'll get there.
You know, back. They still on 51. Thank you, Senbear. Thank you, Dayboy, TG. Thank you, Sean, Casto, Macros, Safior, Norbies, J-Dog, Opal, Rhythm. Thanks for subs, chat. Appreciate y'all.
This trio has dominated group number 1.
Oh, shit. Wait. Ritual Cole, PETERBOT. Nice. Bryce,
No.
Honeyostin, nice. Golden Void, Nozo. Nice.
Edgy
Josh,
didn't make it.
underrated one. Shadow Curve, Tyler. No, it was Wedgie. No, it was Wedgie. Oh, it was Wedgie. No, what the fuck, man? 191. No. Shit. 4 points off, bro, when he had such a big lead over Sigma 2. 6th, 4th, 10th, 9th, and 13th. Damn. Not a bad match history by any means, but damn, that sucks.
Needs to improve on.
Well, let me call the prediction for Crayon as well. W Crayon. Oh, Edgy's going to last chance, man.
I think setting the record for the most amount of points.
Thank you, Vath, for
outside
that
of a victory
51, by the
royale
way,
in
bro.
group
Appreciate you,
stages
homie.
Isn't necessarily
You crap with the Prime?
although it is, right? And that's what's crazy is that they broke more records again today. We were just talking about the records they broke in play.
Rip
and
Edgy.
Here they are doing it again. But the fact that they didn't get the first victory royale puts a huge asterisk on their performance today. But we saw in the
They got it in
final 2
last
games
chance?
there
Hopefully,
that
bro.
Cole and
Hopefully.
PETERBOT aren't slowing down.
Yeah, I think the weird thing that kind of mentioned that Zeke's kind of try to like point out here, right, is that their ceiling is like a million miles above what anybody else is kind of doing right now. But they need to get like their basement, right? That bottom floor just a little bit higher up.
The
You know what I'm saying?
basement.
Like
the
sometimes,
basement.
Yeah, they have those like slow games.
I don't know how to my
where
basement.
they don't put up as many points. And maybe that just comes along with it. Like maybe just the play style of this trio is just risky. Sometimes they're just not going to have those good games all the time. But because of how they played, that's what actually allows them to kind of come out with these pop-off games. But I mean, hey, listen, 393 points, 74
What a finals, though, baby. Group 1. Damn. Oh, it's only groups. It's only groups.
Right now at all.
Yeah.
Are you Falcon with the Prime?
I'm not trying to like put them down.
Nah,
anyway,
yo,
right? Like,
Zeke's a
clearly
hater,
these
bro.
guys are
Zeke's a
so
hater.
Unbelievable. It's more like I look at it and go like, okay, how much is there? Like, how far are we at the ceiling? Is there more we can do? You know, like, I guess that's where my mind tends to go. Now, as we continue down the list, obviously, we can take a look at our top 5. Love to see this Shadow.
Did we get
Curve
some
and
Kinch
Tyler
stats?
made it in, and we'll be seeing their finals.
Oh.
Death didn't make it. Sigma didn't make it.
11th place, Scare, Edgy, and Chance just missed out by 4 points. And to kind of set that up a little bit, Edgy has.
I mean, Oliver OG needed like 100 points.
What's up, Reese? Not great, man, but we got there, bro. We got there. It was a great day. We made a good day out of not feeling the best.
Fortnite, he's had like 20 finals.
No, Pete did not win a game.
And remember, when we went into this game, they were only ahead by 3 points. And that's why it's tough. You know, when we go into these games, it's like the job's never done. You really
You
have
think
to
Pete's
see
mad he
out
didn't win a
that
game?
last
No.
game.
I don't think Pete's
So
mad
very
at
tough
all.
To see a finals without Edgy, but don't worry. Still have last chance qualify.
Yeah, thank you,
It's
Josh.
fine, Zeke. We
With the
still have last
£1
chance
dono,
qualify.
thank you, bro. On YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, there's still plenty of opportunity, and I can't imagine Scare, Edgy, and Chance not preparing everything that they can for those last chance qualifiers, and that's just 3 teams making it through, joining the 30 teams that we'll find through groups 1, 2, and 3.
Bro, that's the
And
big
speaking
teams that
of
didn't make it
groups
through
2 and
already.
3, next week in Vivid, we got the double header, right? We got Group 2 and
Group 2 on
3,
EU is
and
crazy.
plenty of giant trios making their way back.
My camera did something weird. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, groups 2 and 3 being next weekend.
Bro,
right,
is
groups 1
Zeke
kind of
good?
Showed us what can possibly be on the table for some of these groups. Obviously, we're going to introduce some new teams. But I think today showed us one thing.
Broadcast's really fun today.
At the start of this, we were all kind of talking about how much pressure there is in Major number 2, and even seemingly more than in the past years. And it kind of settles in once we take a look at the leaderboard there and we say, okay, 5 teams.
Edgy got a lot of seconds with centered death. Yes.
All of these other
Edgy came second 5 times in a row with centered.
But we only have
in
3
FNCS
slots available. So if you're not one of those 3 teams, then you got to go to Major number 3, right? There's just like so much to kind of think about for these teams. Next weekend's going to be exciting.
Yeah, dude.
4, that's right. Did Centered have an extra one by himself? Yeah, 4 times, sorry. And Centered had 5, I think is what it was.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I think 4 in a row, and then Centered got a 5th.
And there are still more things to happen in the coming weeks before we make it to finals. And then, of course, eventually, the Pro-Am. That's right. Don't forget, Pro-Am this Tuesday, Duo Day. Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you see which duos are being paired together. It's going to be a big reveal. Make sure if you want to go, tickets are available.
I'm slightly nervous for the Pro-Am team reveal. We'll see. I'm going to have fun regardless, but...
I know, it's the worst part of the show because I would love to sit here and talk Fortnite with you guys, but we have to say goodbye. So, as always, next weekend we're back. EU is before us. They've got their own groups. Please watch them. Go encourage them. Follow all the players you're seeing, and don't forget to check out those tickets for the FNCS Pro. And with that being said, as always, we love you. Keep yourself safe. We'll see you on that battle bus.
Beep, beep.
All right, what do we get? So we haven't got the full Kinch stats yet, though. So we've got, these are the records that Kinch is saying that Pete just broke. So we got the most consistency points, 393, previously 365. Most elims in a group, 74, previously 62. And then most elims in a group game, 26, previously 23. I'm guessing Veno's pointing out that it was 27. Yeah, I remember Thomas 27. I guess heats and groups is different. They might be defining heats and groups separately. How long does it normally take for Kinch to do like the damage stats and stuff? How long does that normally take, chat? Is it longer because you're on the... Oh, that'll do it. Most damage dealt. We had PETERBOT in first, Cold in second, Bryce in third. I mean, it's a decent jump down, but yo, fucking homie Bryce, bro. The IGL, hell yeah. Big shout out to Bryce. That's big numbers, dude. Definitely instrumental in their success, surely. Edgy in fifth, also the IGL. And doesn't qual. Feels bad, man. Ozone up there as well. Tony, Tyler, Ritual, Josh, and then Boot. Woo. Now, chat. That is the end of it. YouTube, peace out. I love y'all. YouTube, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the main channel video, but I won't see you guys on stream for a couple days. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being awesome. You guys were great. Now, Twitch, we are going to end, but I do want to chuck a raid, and it's a bit of a weirder raid, okay? It's a name and a face you should be extremely familiar with, but doing something maybe you're not as familiar with. We're going to chuck the raid over to Shio Wager. So Shio, ex-Fortnite broadcaster, currently doing a Valorant watch party. So I don't know how many of you guys love Valorant, but I love Shio. Absolute GOAT. One of the nicest, most helpful people when I was getting into Fortnite casting, was always super welcoming and awesome. So go show Shio some love. He's a great dude. He's watching the Valorant VCT tournament right now, so you guys can go enjoy his watch party vibes. But peace out. I love y'all. Thank you so much for the subs, all the follows today. How many subs did we end up on? We ended up on 601 subs, 11,877, even while I'm sick. I appreciate your chat. I was struggling today. Don't know if you guys could tell, and you guys kept the vibes up really well. So thank you. It really means a lot. I'm going to take tomorrow off to rest. I'll be live the next day for the Pro-Am announcement stream and the Eval Cup. Maybe not the whole day. Maybe just like one of the regions or whatever. And then we have the Reload Eval the next day. I might take that off as well. We'll see. But I love y'all. Thank you so much. You guys are so amazing. Genuinely, you're the best. Go show Shia some love.
This is just so much glaze.
He's probably not going to want to do Valorant explain it to everyone the whole time. So be patient, but enjoy. Bye, chat. Have a good one. I'll see you guys soon.
Psalm 2 and 8.
Holy shit! Aussie fucking antics! How's it going, man? 70,000 years since I've seen you. Holy shit! I jump in every now and then. It's fun. It's fun keeping up with the scene. Thank you for the raid. Holy moly! Welcome, my friends. This is probably a face and a voice you haven't heard in like 96 years. Thanks for the raid. Thank you for the follows.
He looks different.
What is good? Were you guys watching the Cash Cup, or was it what was it, EU Day 1 today in the FNCS? Run ads. I'll run ads in a second. It's not even letting me run ads right now. I don't know what's going on. Group 1 of NA and EU. Well, you can't have EU without hearing my voice, right? So welcome, welcome, welcome. Holy. Yeah, this is like the this is the last day of NA week 3, I believe, or week 4 actually.
All right, chat. I'm gonna end too. All right. Thank you again, Brianna Dickerson, for the $2. How much money for mod? I don't really do that, but thank you again for the $2. I appreciate it. All right, I'll see you guys later for another stream. Bye, Slow. Bye, Rexy. If you guys want to support me, donate, become a member, use my code. All right, bye, Rexy. Bye, Elias. Bye, Slow. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.